Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. I already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. We got a whole lot to discuss tonight. Shout out to everybody, celebrating Valentine's Day. You already know what it is. There's a lot of love in the air, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I can feel it in the air. Salute to all y'all, wherever you are. We want to appreciate all y'all for tuning in with Flight Sports, making this your home. Let me make sure y'all can hear me clearly. Salute to everybody that's in the chat early, that's in the building. Shout out my man Anaheim. You already know Anaheim 69. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Listen, we got a lot to discuss about Lamelo Ball tonight and the Charlotte Hornets. This should be a real good one, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people are disgusted in Buzz City right now. Some people understand the method to the madness. And ladies and gentlemen, there's some true madness, that has occurred, in terms of Lamelo Ball and these Charlotte Hornets. I know one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Change must come, and change is definitely inevitable. And Lamelo Ball deserves that change. But right now, Charlotte has found themselves somewhat stuck in the mud, if you ask me. Charlotte seems very stagnated and is disgusting. I don't know what's the direction of the team. We pretty much wrestle with this, all the time here at Flight Sports, and obviously at various other locations, people are wrestling with this argument. The argument couldn't have been any more clearer than at the trade deadline, where Charlotte elected not to get better. I don't really see the improvements. One may say they're accumulating some draft capital, but for what cause? Charlotte, in my humble opinion, has never shown us that they're gonna put the requisite parts around. How these guys accumulating first round picks like they about to go get somebody. I don't know what they're doing. They have young assets that they are starting to play. I tell you what, Mark Williams' trade value goes up, at the end of the season, especially if he continues to show why they moved Mason Plumlee. Speaking of Mason Plumlee, we got a lot to discuss tonight because he was one of the guys moved. Charlotte is in a tough situation. What I noticed at the deadline was they gave away stuff. It seemed like they ain't want nothing back, for whatever reason. It was a lot of names that was on the table at the deadline. Gordon Hayward, Scary Terry. These guys, even PJ Washington was hot on the radar. One may say with these moves, PJ Washington, his contract looking a lot sweeter. I beg to differ. Nothing. And it has never been a time that Charlotte has shown me that they're going to pay somebody. And PJ Washington is going to command a couple of dollars. This ain't going to be no, it ain't going to be no max deal, but it's going to be a couple of dollars. And is Charlotte willing to do that, in my humble opinion? He's looking for 20 plus million a year. He to be honest with you, PJ Washington is in that core with Lamelo Ball. These guys are all in the same core. And it's very tough, to see that these guys are not able to get situated. Shout out got my man in the chat, New Legacy Martial Arts. He says, yes, Lamelo deserves better. Hold on, let me get your situation. It says, yes, Lamelo deserves better. For him to bounce, find a team that really wants to win. Jordan doesn't want his brother Jello with him. He's just riding at the swarm, not getting no run. Oh yeah, that's facts. Listen, the situation going on with Jello, I said that we should have enough time. We could get into that too, because to be honest with you, the way it's tough to even say that, because Jello is not really receiving as much opportunity as people may have liked or wished. They had a G League, somewhat of a G League All-Star setting. I don't know what the hell is it called, but it seemed like they were highlighting everybody but LiAngelo, to go to that game. I forgot what it's called. Pardon me. Actually, the G League is going to be in the Rising Stars. So could you imagine? They petitioning guys like Jalen Crutcher and things like that. Some of these other names. That's who they prioritize, and that's who they pushing to go to these special basketball games. And it's unfortunate. He said, let's get into it, that Jello talk. Oh, we're going to get into some Jello talk tonight. I think that's inevitable. It would be sacrilegious, not to get into a little bit of LiAngelo, because LiAngelo ties into the Hornets situation one way or another, and we're going to get some answers, and we're going to get to the bottom of what the hell is going on. Trust me, we are hard at work trying to get these answers from some powerful people upstairs, because this is unfortunate. And I'm very disgusted, at Lamelo and the situation that has happened. I don't give a damn about the injuries. I don't give a damn about the legal issues that players had this season. The Charlotte Hornets, was, in a pecking order with a couple of teams for the past 2 years, where they were knocking on that door. But for whatever reason, Charlotte found themselves at the short end of the stick every single time on in and time on. It's just disgusting what has happened, every single year. But Charlotte, give them credit, they was at that plan for the past 2 consecutive seasons. Now Charlotte, has found themselves, in the dumpster. They got rid of McDaniels for nothing. They traded Mason Plumlee for nothing. I'm not tripping about the Plumlee move. I just wish maybe you could have got something back a little bit better. Now you got Plumlee going to bolster, another front court. And I guarantee you, we're gonna see some shades, that people ridicule Plumlee on the team, but I tell you what, Plumlee came through for Charlotte a lot more times than people will give him credit for. Charlotte is in for a tough battle, but they got the young talent and they're playing them, and that's what's important. That's the most important thing that the young talent is getting. Because what I saw last game that they played, they had all of their talent, on the floor in terms of the young guys. I'm seeing the younger players featured a lot more. It seemed like they want to play their draft picks. At one point, I think they had all 4 players on the floor, all Hornets draft picks. So it seems like they prioritizing their picks. Obviously these picks and these players are cheap. We're going to get into Mr. James' book night. I think that you could, to be honest with you, there's only 1 or 2 fixes, to this situation, but we're going to get into that later. I don't want to move too fast, but, a lot of it has to do with off-season things going their way, the ball bouncing. Charlotte's going to need a lot to go in their favor to be successful, y'all. And in the off-season, they must get a top pick, preferably number 1. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. You got Miles Bridges potentially looming. There's a pathway to get back to where it needs to be, and this team that I'm talking about is not necessarily a championship squad, but it's back to being competitive again and fighting for a playoff berth, which the Hornets were knocking on the door every single year since since the inception. And this has been a disgusting situation. And I don't want this to be the new norm for Charlotte. This seems like deja vu. I've seen this movie before, and it's reminding me of Mr. Kemba Walker. And I'm seeing it firsthand. And Kemba Walker would have never even dreamed to be the point guard that Lamelo Ball is at this young inception, already shattering records for the Charlotte Hornets, breaking records, historical records. I'm telling you, this thing is, we've never seen something like this for Charlotte. And I don't want them to piss away one of their greatest opportunities for the future. The future is hanging in the balance, and they are pissing on it right now. And hell will be paid, and we about to talk about it tonight. It's Flight Sports TV. We just getting started. I got my man All Access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches premium peak. Shout out to the crazy cacophony that comes out of that chat. I mean, you can just hear the chatterlings squeaking through the creaks and crevices of Flight Sports TV, the craziest chat in all of the landscape of YouTube. And shout out to everybody pulling up the Flight Sports TV. Listen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exorbitant experience. We got it for you, folks. Yes, sir, Flight. What's cracking, my brother?
I can't call it, Dex. I'm in a conundrum. I'm in a loss for words. I'm scratching my head and it don't itch. Pause. There's a lot going on with Charlotte. I'm disgusted. We haven't got to the deadline. The deadline passed. Charlotte made moves. They was in the transaction report. Now it's time to report these transactions. What the hell is going on with Charlotte? They elected to move on for Mason Plumlee, moving him. They moved McDaniels, and it seemed like they didn't really look for assets to pair with Lamelo Ball. It was some draft capital that we're gonna get into shortly, but I'm very just lost right now at what is happening to Lamelo, and I just feel like the trajectory is getting thrown off for such a rare talent to be in this situation. Discuss what the hell happened at the deadline under Michael Jordan and Mitch Kupchak.
Well, unfortunately, Flight, I'm just as baffled as you. This situation has become more and more perplexing. I don't know where to go from here. All I can say is that the Charlotte Hornets loyalists, the Charlotte Hornets fan base, I'm talking Buzz City, baby, deserve better. They have rewarded Michael Jordan with their attendance in that arena at the Spectrum Center. You was there, Flight. You knocked on the door. You was
damn
looking.
right I did.
You was searching. You was right there on the stomping grounds. And everything was dark. And that is a subliminal of what is going on in Charlotte Hornet. It's a very dark situation. Michael Jordan released Plumlee, right? I mean, he traded him, but he actually granted him his wishes. And Plumlee should be ecstatic that he's out of that situation. Hopefully he goes on to greener pastures, but we will see. Lamelo Ball have been entrapped in this abysmal spiral that's continuously to trend in a direction that Lamelo is not pleasing with. This is not pleasant for our boy Lamelo. I mean, if you're going to draft somebody in the number 3 slot in the first round, you should be prepared for this individual to fly. And Lamelo has rewarded the Charlotte Hornets from the most inner fibers of his being to give them exactly what they didn't expect, and that is to be an all-star. They didn't expect all this. I mean, Mitty was horrendous on media day concerning Lamelo. Everything that he said was being a Debbie Downer. Oh, he has to earn his way. There's nothing going to be given to him. He has to show us and be responsible. And man, shut the fuck up, yo.
Can you believe this shit?
Get a man his. You got Devontae Graham in front of him, a shorty. This dude is standing 6'8", celebrity off the charts, and his game is impeccable. Basically, there's always room for improvement. That's for everybody. We human. We born complete yet incomplete. We understand that physiology of the human and the mentality or psychology of the human makeup. Okay, we understand that. But my God, did he pour it on, Flight? On the media day after drafting Lamelo Ball, he received a prize because Golden State fumbled the bag. It's obvious. Look where Wiseman at. Look where LaMelo's at. LaMelo's playing at all-star level right now. If it wasn't for him being injured in the beginning of the season, coming back, and then getting injured again, he would be an all-star, possibly the first man off the bench, the sixth man from the all-star after the starters. Of course, he could be a starter, but they're not going to let him start right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still attached to his dad, for crying out loud. So they can still hold that against the big baller. You know that. So here we are, Mitty and Mikey and Buddy sitting on a limb of a tree contemplating what to do when they already have a doozy in their misflight. Can anybody explain why is it so difficult to come up with simple solutions surrounding a doozy, LaMelo Ball? You know how many teams that would love to have LaMelo Ball in their uniform?
Wow.
29 other teams, Flight. 29 other teams would love to have this light-skinned gentleman in their uniform. And they would treat him like royalty. While we sitting here trying to push Mike, Mitty, and Buddy, and that's Bud Peterson, to do the right thing. They have been rewarded with a swarm of cash flow. I mean, they sitting on mountains of money. But guess what? Mikey see the world different from us. Mikey thinks he's just beyond human and doesn't realize that the doozy that he have, this young, strong, impeccable player called LaMelo LaFrance Ball, standing 6'7" to 6'8", depending on what shoe he wear, can dribble the ball like a wizard, have high IQ, his motor is comparable to a Russell Westbrook. But the difference of his play with his motor with control. Now, if you unleash him, you will see another speed and another level that you probably have never seen in a long time for a player that size coming from the cloth that he's cut from. Because he damn sure cut from a winning cloth. But Mikey, Mitty, and Buddy is sitting on a limb and don't know what the heck to do. It seems like they're befuddled. What is it to be befuddled about? Do you want to win? Or do you just want to kick back and reap rewards off this young man's celebrity and his performance and the way that he galvanizes the fan base to come out to the arena? This is really gravitic, Flight.
It's crazy, Ducks, man. I mean, it's unfortunate what's happening.
Hey,
it's sad, Ducks. I mean, we got to get some answers, man. We calling on the world. Shout out John C in the chat. Shout out Troublemaker Network. We got my man Uncle Vern and also Tal Ted TV. What's the deal, Ted? New York City done walked in the building. I already know what's going on. Charlotte, we talking Michael Jordan. What the hell is going on? We got $1 million questions. We need $1 million answers.
Gordon Hayward.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's one issue.
That's the problem. They waiting to get out from under him. They already got rid of Plumlee. That's a plus. So you
right,
can't
and they got to pick. They got to pick off that. I mean, I did state that they're accumulating some draft capital.
That's
so.
What
I mean, that's what I did highlight that. As much as I'm crying and whining, I'm explaining the draft capital. But at the end of the day, Ted, I don't mean to cut you off. Keith, say your thing.
You good?
Say your piece.
I can reply after you. Go ahead, brother.
All right, what I was gonna say was they're accumulating all this draft capital. What in the world, gives you the thought process that they're gonna actually use this to go do something that you do the unthinkable and go get somebody? What makes you think that's gonna happen? What makes you think they're gonna get that draft capital and go acquire Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball from Chicago. I don't know. I just threw that out there.
You
Maybe something like that could be on the table this summer. Call me crazy.
I'm gonna call you crazy. I mean, you got
Okay.
hoop dream. You got hoop
Listen, Zach
dreams.
LaVine, listen, where smoke is fire. I'm expecting the Bulls to go outside, and it's gonna be a lot of people on the table this summer. I'm gonna let you know right now. It's too much money on the line up there.
Oh yeah, that's facts. But
Chicago need to see what they could do. People going for the cheap. The way people leaving these teams is not even that much. Charlotte need to get in the mix.
and they will, but it's not gonna happen until the off season. They're 16-43, man.
No, it's over.
So
I already know that. I was just talking about some trade. I'm talking. Okay, cool, guys. My fault.
nah, you good. I mean, they 16-43. You understand? They playing 200 ball, almost 300. It's not really much they could do right about now. At the end of the day, getting rid of Plumlee is a plus, so you should look at that as a positive. At the end of the day, based on how the situation looks, it's gonna be up to Lamelo to call a shot if they don't call a shot prior. So the question you got to ask is he gonna resign or is he gonna make a move? You understand? But before you even get to that point, you got to take a look and see what they're gonna do. So you got to look at the positives in the situation. They're in 14th place. There's nothing they could do about it right about now. Melo's playing the best ball he could play. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think double. He dropped 30 and 15 the other day. You understand? So you can't get mad at that. You got to let him play. He was injured. You understand? So you got to factor that into the situation also when it comes to the All-Star situation. You understand? And sometimes you just gotta fall back and let things play out a little bit. They're not in a position where they can make that many moves, but you got to look at the fact that they did move Plumlee. So the fact that they moved Plumlee is a positive. And like you said, they're getting that draft capital, which is also positive. And trust me, somebody out there is gonna want to play with him. So they putting themselves in a position where they could afford that person who wants to come play with him. That's the third factor that I'm having. And also Gordon Hayward, man, you got to understand that's the contract they're really fighting to get away from. So if they're able to get away from that contract, there's a lot of things they could do after that. And sometimes you got to let these low teams do what they got to do. See, they low in the rankings, but what they're doing is they building and they building and they building. So as a GM, that's the only thing you could do. Once you build up all that capital, you got to spend it. You understand? So you got to kind of give them an
Talent,
opportunity. I'm listening, sir.
talent, my
Yes,
brother.
sir.
I love your positive outtake.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not trying to drown this out with a torrent of rain, wind, a vicious storm. We're not trying to do Charlotte like that. We just only calling it how we see it. So, with all of the illustrious things that you have said, one thing I can point out is that the Charlotte Hornets is coming off their best performance, offensive performance of the season. Their defense wasn't. Oh my God, that defense! They allowed 136 points, but still, they scored 144 points. That's a lot of points to score. They hit 23-point baskets. That's a lot of 3 points to make. Not alone what they shot. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that talent,
Mm-hmm.
54% 3-point made against the Atlanta Hawks as a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. And their field goal percentage was off the charts at 63%.
Mm-hmm.
So and they had a whopping 34 assists. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that in that Hornet game. They stopped the 7-game slippage, and now the Charlotte Hornets are back in the win column. And it was the second largest single game point total in team history. Oh man, Lamelo Ball. The third-year point guard, Lamelo Ball, has moved into 7th place on the Hornets all-time list for three-pointers with 435.
Mm-hmm.
He has a franchise record, 47 consecutive games with at least 1 3. It's only 3 years of body of work. So that compendium is piling up. So why are we talking with the Charlotte Hornets should have done in a positive light? We should be talking. It's the Valentine's Day massacre. It's Al Capone, baby. We got our Tommies out, and the barrel is rotating. I mean, it is spitting. We have Mitty, we have Buddy, and we have Mikey as our targets. And we're letting off rounds relentlessly because they allow the Charlotte Hornets to get into the situation. You know why they allowed it?
Talk to me.
Because they was being frugal. They was being frugal.
At what point in time, if you don't mind
Yeah.
me asking, at what point in time do you consider them being frugal? Are you talking
When
about
they
prior to the season?
Yeah,
Or you
yeah,
talk?
prior to this season. Yeah, prior to this season. And not only that, at the trade deadline, they was being frugal
It
because
sure was.
they only dealt Plumlee. I mean, they have some assets there, but they
Nah.
just don't want to touch them.
Well, don't forget. Just remember one thing. If you're
Mm.
saying prior to the season, you got to understand this team would be even better than they are right now, but they did lose Bridges.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the frugality I'm talking about.
Right.
They should have
So
gave the man what he deserved, gave the man what he's worth, and maybe he probably wouldn't be in a state of stress and reacted the way he acted. Now, I'm not justifying anything. I'm not justifying anything because I don't care if you're a hobo. You don't do what Miles did or alleged did, and he don't separate himself too far from that incident because he pled no contest. You feel me?
yeah.
He didn't fight it. He pled
No,
no
that's not.
contest. He escaped jail by the skin of his teeth. He escaped jail. But at the same time, if you gave that man what he was worth when they was axing and stop
Mm.
being frugal and let everybody know you in it to win it, not in it to shave a few bucks, because what are you saving money for?
You see, I get what you're saying, but you can't collab those two things. That's personal, and then one is personal, one is business. One is your personal
Maybe,
life. I
maybe,
don't think
because listen, most domestic cases is based on what?
no.
Two
Well,
things.
I know you're gonna say one is financial, but
Yep.
no,
Exactly.
no. I get what you're saying, but let's look at it in a realistic form, though. At the end of the day, if he had more money, it probably would have been an even more tougher situation for him. You
I don't
understand?
know.
Because
Maybe it would have been more of a celebratory move.
uh, I
Honey,
mean,
we made it. We hit that jackpot. I got that extension that I asked for, honey. Let's
I
go do this.
nah, I got you, but let's not collab those two things because we don't know for sure exactly what created his situation. We weren't there,
It's conjecture.
so
I agree.
so we can't kind of use we can't use that to justify the team situation. I mean, the point that I was just trying to make though is that that happened out the blue. You understand? So therefore, they put them with that happening. It kind of put them in a wait and see position. I think we had this conversation prior to the season also. You understand? We was talking about the same situation, and what we are saying is that based on Miles Bridges not being there, we all came to the conclusion that Charlotte wasn't going to be a strong team this year. You understand? Now, what I'm trying to
Oh,
focus
stop right
on,
there. You said something important.
go
So
ahead.
we all concluded that. And when you say we, that's plural,
Right,
right?
the panel.
Is the panel? Okay, you're not talking about the organization.
No, I'm talking about the panel. All of us,
Well,
because we
Right.
trust me, we had this conversation. The whole entire panel had this conversation prior to the season coming in. Now, what we were, I mean, I specifically said he was going to become an all-star. I said all he has to do is come in and play good. The team is not going to do well. You understand? But if he plays well, what he could do is accomplish the fact that he's going to get back to the all-star team. Unfortunately, the only reason why that's not happening is because of the two injuries. You understand? If he didn't have those two injuries, trust me, he would be an all-star. Now, what I'm trying to look at in a positive way, and what I'm trying to show you is that Miles Plumlee was moved. You understand? So
Mason.
you guys, you have to look at that as MJ doing something positive. You understand? Because that is a positive move. And then, like Flight said, he's accumulating those draft picks. You understand? So the fact that he's doing that, what you
Yeah,
got to
I'm
do
sorry.
now. Now I'm gonna just say this, and you guys can go ahead. What you got to real now, you're put in a position where okay, the team only won 16 games. You got to just eat it. You got to let Lamelo do what he got to do. So he can get back to the all-star team. He's supposed to play ball. I mean, he has a KD mentality. Look, he's a hooper. That's it. So as long as he's on court, he's gonna hoop. That's it. There's nothing else gonna
Right.
happen. But the dude loves to play ball. Now, what we have to do as fans, from the outside looking in, is basically let the season play out because it's obvious they're not gonna accomplish anything. The only thing that could have been accomplished this year from that team was him getting to the All-Star team, and that ain't gonna happen. So you kind of need to just fall back and bring your criticism to the off season. Now it's all about what they do. Once that season is over, you got to look at what type of moves. What do they take that capital, that flight is speaking of, and what the hell do they do with it? And then you come with your criticism from there. Go ahead, man.
Well, listen, I want to shout out the panel, because the panel business just picked up. We got Unstoppable, and we got my man Ball Facts. The legend is in the building. Facts, what's the deal, man? What the hell is going on, man?
Man, shout out to you, Flight. I had to call in. Y'all got a good conversation going. Ain't no place else on the internet you can come and get to these hot takes like Flight Sports TV, where it's going to be all love. It'd be some heavy debates. It'd be some good facts, some information. So this is the spot for sure on this night. Bo didn't really play that much, so I'm on this tonight. Man, I hear what Dex is saying, right? Dex is saying, like, enough is enough with this organization. And I'm kind of where he is. I feel like they have never valued, they really haven't valued LaMelo from the beginning. Because look at Plumlee, right? Plumlee is playing the best basketball he ever played in year 10. That just doesn't happen. LaMelo made him that. So, with Nick Richards and Mark Williams, you're all good. So that the trade with Plumlee was cool for me. Everybody, in my comment section talking about, he was doing good. LaMelo made him that. So I'm cool with that. But 16-43, it's February. You haven't even won 20 games. Cody Martin been hurt. Gordon Hayward been hurt all season. Melo was not mostly there. And, Mitch admitted at the beginning of the season, like, we're really not a playoff team, right? Then why couldn't you play Jello in the preseason? Matter of fact, why can't you play him now? Where are y'all going? Melo brought him there, right? You can't even show him the proper respect just to play the guy that he brought. Do you really want to keep him? That's the question I got, and it took the franchise forever to even acknowledge him for real, right? It wasn't until recently that they said Gordon Hayward is not, LaMelo's the guy. Just a little bit ago, Gordon Hayward is the best player. Like, that was recent. And even after Melo had came out and said, I want the keys, they were doubling down on Gordon Hayward. And so I've never seen them really understand, who LaMelo Ball really is. And now I didn't really expect him to get pieces at the deadline, right? Because if the team is losing, you're not going anywhere, and you're just trying to get pieces to see how the season goes. If you want to get pieces to complement LaMelo, you got Jello sitting on a bench in your backyard with the season going nowhere. So I don't want to hear anything. Oh, they're catering to LaMelo. I don't see that. Ever since Melo got there, they've looked confused at what to do. So. What happens if Charlotte drafts Scoot or they draft a Wembanyama? Everybody wants them to get those guys, right? But if they are, what are they going to do with them? They don't really know how to build around LaMelo right now. And so when they get those guys, how are they going to make them fit right? Is LaMelo still going to be in charge of the pace and the play style and feeding those guys? Or are they going to change things up when they get these new pieces? We don't even know. Mike and Mitch, they're wild cards, and I don't trust their management. We don't know what to expect from these guys. Something's happening with the organization, and you left scratching your head, whether it's the coach, whether it's the players, whether it's just all kind of stuff going on. I don't think they're managing the team right. Now, I will say LaMelo is learning through all this adversity, right? Despite everything going on, we see him elevating his game on the court. His mental strength is there. He's getting tough. That last game he played, you could see his shot selection was a lot better. His pace, his patience. So it's gonna come into a well-rounded LaMelo Ball. But when I look at this team and I see people saying, he might stay, I say, why? Why should he stay? I guess we're going to see if Miles Bridges comes back. But even when Miles was there, the Hornets were still doing some things that were weird. So it's not all based on Miles Bridges, being gone. They've been acting weird from the get-go. But Mike and Mitch, we all know who Mike is as a player. But as far as managing this Hornets team, they don't have their finger on the pulse. I believe I can get Joe Smo, who got season tickets, to probably tell them what to do, and they can make the team run better.
I mean, what you're saying is accurate to a certain degree, but I mean, I'm gonna still go against it just a little bit because at the end of the day, like I said, man, they kind of knew that the season wasn't gonna play out too much. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you take it to a Jello situation, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even gonna touch that one. I'll agree with you on that one.
We're gonna definitely get into that tonight, though.
But
Now
that's
we
the
Yeah,
could.
flip side of the
sooner
coin,
than
bro.
later.
The flip side of the coin is they know they're not doing nothing right, but yet
Mm-hmm.
you won't play who your star player brought if you know you're not doing anything. I mean, you haven't even won 20 games, so that speaks volumes in itself.
No, what you're saying is accurate, and I mean, I felt that way at the beginning of the season. Also, I said by midway they would have at least give him a try. You understand? At least pull him up and let him do some work. So I agree with you on that end. You understand? I'm just talking about in terms of just basically seeing exactly what they had and doing what they're doing. Like to me, I'm not giving them a whole bunch of credit in the world, but I do give them a little bit of credit for the way they're moving forward. Like they probably not doing it the way that you want them to do it. And then ultimately, what I'm saying is this, and you referred to this also. It's just gonna come down to Melo saying either I'm going to resign or I'm not. You understand? And that's gonna be based on the work that they put in this summer. I think he should come to his conclusion as to whether or not he's gonna go after that new contract with them. Yes or no should be coming up this summer. That's when he should make his decision.
And I
And
As you
want
that's
to
know,
what
say,
that's
yeah,
fact. I will say this one thing though. It's not about them doing what I want them to do. It's about what gives you results. So I'm not even going on based on what I want and what I like. You know, what I like is get all three ball brothers, blah, blah, blah. You already know the whole spiel. I'm just
right?
talking about what you're doing is not getting any results.
Could I ask you a question though? I mean, once they get away from Hayward and they get out from under that contract, you don't think you'll see something better from them once they're able to actually put themselves in a position where they don't have that large contract and they can actually utilize the money that they do have along with the draft picks that they do have. You don't
I
think
want
that
to discuss those picks after Ball Facts make this statement.
I can't say yes or no because like I said, they're a wild card. I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't say no or I can't say yes. The sad part is I don't know. Well, you
All
should be
right.
right?
able to say what a franchise is. Oh yeah, I know they're gonna do better once they get rid of this bogus contract.
Well, I know what they're going to do. They're going to keep flipping players for the cheap and letting go of players that when it's time to pay them. But let me get into these draft picks we was discussing because we might be going a little too ahead of ourselves here. You know, not one of those picks for both players, McDaniels and Plumlee. None of those picks were first rounders. Okay, number one, McDaniels was moved for Svi Mikhailuk and two second round picks. 23 and 2027. And Plumlee was moved for obviously the point guard they let go and a 2028 second round pick. So this was just dumped, and I think McDaniels he gonna play well for Philly. But I'm just I don't know, man, about these 3 second round picks. How much capital we talking? But I'm
So how
sorry,
much,
never mind me.
like, how much are these dudes are worth? How much Daniel is worth? How much Plumlee is worth? We've been talking mad
Well,
stuff about Plumlee. I mean, Juju called him Bumley for crying out loud. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So what are they worth on the market? We
I think
noticed that
yeah.
soon as Plumlee started to raise his stock with Lamelo, that little combination that they had going for these few games, he's out of there. Um, Jalen McDaniels, what have he done for Charlotte? What have he done that's eye popping? We know that physically he looks like he can, be a terror dome in the NBA, helping somebody on the 3-and-D aspect. But what has he actually done? What does his resume say? And his resume speaks in silence.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that that LaMelo is smart enough to say I'm not gonna resign though?
I'm gonna tell you what's going on, bro.
Talk to me.
I believe Mikey and Mitty have some type of uh like what's the word I want to use? But anyway, they have some kind of reserve that it's a possibility that Melo might be one of the first, if not the first, rookie to not sign his extension with the team that owns his bird rights. That's a possibility. And it
That
seemed like
you know he
they
loved
want
being 1-on-1.
right. You feel me? And so it seems like they're trying to get ahead of it. And this is why they're playing. I mean, this is why the situation is what it is, because maybe they're looking for a replacement.
Mm. You know, it was crazy just sitting here talking with all of y'all. You know, because Born Facts had me thinking about Scoot Henderson, but listening to this guy, Ted. I mean, seriously, he like the Hornets spokesman. But shout out my man Ted. I love Ted. But
Nah,
you speaking from an optimistic stand. You speaking from the best case. I'm just
no,
speaking from what I've seen.
That
no,
makes
no,
a
no,
I'm
good
like,
chat and a good debate. This is
no,
good.
no,
yeah.
no. I'm
You
speaking
acting
from
like they about you ain't what you saying to me is they about to go out here and go get somebody for real. And I
no,
just
no,
don't
no.
see this happening. I
Could I
don't.
be no? Could I keep it one thou out with you, bro?
Please.
To be honest with you,
Keep it a million.
no, I would prefer Melo not to resign.
Me too, man.
I think he could. I mean, New York is a good place.
Oh yes. Now we talking.
You understand? So so don't sit here and think like
You New Yorkers just won't stop.
we
I'm just
talking now.
I'm just keeping it 1,000. Like
Now
New
we
York
got
is
now we got the draft capital, goddamn it. Now that's some draft capital. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, New York is a good place, and if he wants to do it in a position where he wants to become a sign and trade position, if he want to put, if he could create that type of situation, that'd be awesome too. You understand? I mean, instead of just walking, you can see what he could get. He could probably get his money and still make a move. You
I mean,
understand?
I parallel your sentiments because listen, you got to understand what Charlotte is all about. I'm talking about not the city itself, not the people, because they love Lamelo Ball. They love this celebrity. They love this Hollywood-esque type atmosphere when it comes to Lamelo Ball and the things that surrounds him, right? But the oligarchs that controls this situation in Charlotte don't like that. I just don't feel that Michael Jordan is thrilled that this young man, celebrity, is off the charts. I believe Michael Jordan wants to overshadow everything that he's a part of. And he doesn't want any competition. I don't care if it's legendary competition or recent competition. It don't sit well with him.
But you
And
see,
these other guys are his sycophants, his croonies, and they along for the ride because they're Southerners too, and they're older white Southerners, and this type of thing just don't fare well with them. I'm telling you how these people think, man. You
no, I
follow what I'm
got
saying?
you. Look, you
And
said it
and and,
before.
and Gordon and
Hmm.
Gordon, if he can continue to play this out throughout the season, averaging the 20 points, and
Hmm.
stay relatively low key, that
Hmm.
is what they prefer. Terry
Right.
Rozier's not making no. Terry Rozier have 40-point games. Terry Rozier have 30-point games. Terry Rozier's not making that type of fervor. But let
Right.
LaMelo have a 26-point game, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 11 rebounds. The whole city is ready to party.
No, I
This is
get what you.
Tobacco Road we talking about.
Yeah, but you said this all before. Just remember, I'm just paraphrasing, but there's a point in time when you said that the Charlotte Hornets would prefer to be in the position that they in. You understand? You were saying like they rather stay at a low key
Yes.
position. Like you specifically said it in a way like they're not really trying to get that high. What I'm trying to say is if Michael Jordan loses LaMelo Ball for whatever reason, whether it's he
Flight
just
Sports
walks,
TV, what's up, yo?
whatever reason he salute, man, whatever reason he loses LaMelo for, and LaMelo goes to another team and basically rises and takes that team to another level, it falls on him.
He don't care.
That's my you see, that's what I knew you
He
was gonna
don't
say.
care.
So
He doesn't care.
with you saying that, Melo just needs to leave.
What
That's
all
it.
what Kimba done, right? And Kimba was nowhere near LaMelo Ball, right? But what Kimba done and what he brought eyes to Charlotte Hornet and he raised the Charlotte Hornet profile to maybe you want to peek over there every once in a while to see what Kimba's doing. Look what he did to him. He told him scabato. Get out of
I
here before I hit you with a trash can.
Well, then, I mean, sometimes I'm a realist, man, and sometimes when people say things like that, if you know that mentally, everything that you just said, if you know that as fact, then it's just only one thing that he needs to do. When the contract comes, it's either a sign a trade or I'm walking. It's just that simple.
Well,
And
we
the beautiful
understand that. This is why we're talking about it.
and the beautiful part
Well,
about him, is that he doesn't. I'm never gonna say you don't need the money. You understand? But he's actually blessed to be in a position where he could actually walk. And I'm not gonna say it's not gonna hurt him, but it's not gonna hurt him as a person that just came out the PJs. You understand? They came out the projects and they need that. They need that first sign off. You understand? To say, all right, I got my family straight. Like his family's already straight. So the beautiful part is that he could take his career to another level once that contract is over, based on what you're saying.
I'm telling you right now, they want this young man in Hollywood. They want them. They want at least two Ball brothers in Hollywood. At least.
Is that, man?
That's obvious. They already showed it. They're already invested in that.
As long as
Right?
LeBron,
We seen it.
as long as
that's
LeBron
what
leaves,
that's what doesn't get the ticket sales. That's what's going to get the ticket sales in the NBA game. I'm trying, yeah, because Dex might have a point on that. Because look, LeBron is still playing. Obviously, he's gonna be around for a couple more years, probably. So you didn't know this though, but LeBron said he's gonna at least try to play till he's 25 years old.
I don't know about that.
As long as LeBron retires, I'll take LaMelo in LA any day.
But it might not be the Lakers. See, don't think that it's just the Lakers. They do have another team in LA.
His
This
dad
team is building a $2 billion. Listen now. Listen to this number. It's astronomical.
Okay.
A $2 billion plus arena. This is not football. Listen now. This is not a football stadium. This is not a baseball stadium. It's a basketball arena.
Yeah.
It's only going to sit 18 to 20,000 at the max. Football sits, how much football sits? Like 80,000. Baseball sits 100,000.
Well,
so you can understand them expanding to.
It's actually 90,000 for football. About 90,000. Baseball is like 120.
But you understand where I'm coming from with these numbers. 20,000 at maybe 17, 18,000 for a basketball arena. You putting $2 billion in that? Its teams is not even worth $2 billion with the stadium. I mean, with the arena.
It must be a planning store.
Somebody gotta fill them seats for a long time, and they need a young, budding superstar in that locale because it's all about what? Location.
And what better place to spend your vacations than the sunny beaches of LA?
Man, listen, I'm with Dex on it 1,000%. But I mean, Melo needs to go to the Lakers, man.
Come on, I went from New York to the Lakers.
No, listen to me. Ted, listen to this. Ted, listen to this.
No. I said,
I'll let you go.
Go ahead, bro. No, I was gonna say, New York. I love him to come to New York, but if he has to go to an LA team, man, I prefer the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like post LeBron, of course.
Right. Well, listen,
you think Steve Ballmer's gonna wait for LeBron to retire and not try to pitch LaMelo now?
Of course not.
Not try to pitch Lonzo now? I mean, Lonzo been relatively quiet. I know he sent out his love for Valentine's Day to Big Al. I understand that, Lonzo. Lonzo is playing lover boy right now. But you don't think his brain is spinning to be a part of history?
Wait a minute. Y'all gonna forget that I'm here? I had a joke, man.
Shout out DJ. DJ done pulled up, man. Raw Truth Media's in the
building.
That's
DJ. I didn't know who that was. Shout out to DJ.
Truth. Oh, what's up with it, bro? Long time no see.
What's good?
We got ourselves a hell of a conversation here right now discussing the Charlotte Hornets. I seen earlier this week you definitely discussed the trade deadline. We're breaking things down here. Some people are advocating that these are good moves. Some people are disgusted. We like to know your opinion on what the hell is going on with Charlotte because you got obviously Mason Plumlee was moved, McDaniels was moved for little to nothing. What's going on from your thoughts?
Well, Michael Jordan, he has a infatuation with Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, and I knew he wasn't going to trade him. I knew it. And what he pretty much said by not making those trade moves is, LaMelo, we don't care about your future. We only care about these veteran players who don't even buy in.
Damn,
that's
That's cooking. Preach, brother, preach.
Michael Jordan as a player cared about winning. But as a owner, GM, de facto, whatever you call him, he's complacent. See, the Hornets are in purgatory and are destined to no land. They're not going anywhere.
Well, DJ, do you think his ego? Do you think his ego? Do you think Michael Jordan ego is getting in the way of him actually having a good team that he could put some stars? Some more stars behind LaMelo to make that a complete team.
It's not an ego. It's really he's just cheap. I've always said the Hornets are the flea market of the NBA, bargain-based shopping with no results. So LaMelo can go anywhere. I just want him to be a part of an organization that's all about winning and catering to their stars to have a better future in winning.
Right. Right.
Good call on that, man. I just don't see it happening. I don't see Charlotte doing. I'm with you with the bargaining chips because I was just saying before. It's like they seem like they rolling with players, but when it's time to pay them, they letting them go. PJ, it's time to pay him. Do you think they're gonna pay PJ Washington?
No.
No, absolutely not.
You know what? They may do it if it's affordable. Like a lot of money. Because remember, they did it with the Martin twin.
Man.
They overpaid for the Martin twin because it was, more money than that, but it wasn't that much. So they'll do that. They'll pay PJ, but they won't pay for that guy, somebody that's going to be a number 2 to LaMelo Ball. They're not going to do that. And a lot of people would hit me up. They're like, DJ, man, you were right. They didn't trade Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward. Now, I wanted that to happen, but for some reason, ever since
I knew that was not going to happen. I knew that was not going to happen. I knew.
You know why that Michael Jordan likes Gordon Hayward? When Michael Jordan was young, he used to get whooped on the court by Larry Bird.
Stop.
Well, this is before he became Jordan.
Are you telling me that he picked Gordon Hayward?
Toxic T. Let him finish what he got to say.
He picked Gordon Hayward because he was so in awe of Larry Bird back in the day. He sees Larry Bird to him, even though he is not even close to a Larry Bird. Not even close. Not even 10% of Larry Bird. Think about it. Michael Jordan wanted to draft Gordon Hayward out of college.
He did say that. That is true.
So I'm not just making things up now.
No, but it makes it worse, DJ. It makes it worse.
Hey, DJ, long time no talk to you, bro.
Well, who's this speaking?
This is Facts.
Ball Facts?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Ball Facts, what's up with you, bro? Man.
Hold on.
I want to say this, man. I know we didn't see eye to eye, but this is something that we all can learn that's listening. Brothers can disagree and come together in sports and have good dialogue. So this is a grown man conversation, man. It's good to have you in this discussion, brother. And that was you on the comment section on my stream the other day, right?
Yep, I stopped by to say what's up.
Yeah, I was making sure, we be having trolls. So
yeah, I got that check mark now. All you gotta see is that check mark. It's me.
So, hey, DJ, I be coming through there too. You don't be seeing me though, but I be seeing you. I be seeing y'all.
Uncle Vern, you a ghost now? You don't. How do I know you?
Shout out Ball Facts and shout out DJ. If you don't know, this was actually a legendary moment. This is a Flight Sports moment right there. If you know, you know.
Only on Flight Sports TV it goes down
Only.
like that.
Hey, I gotta give you some credit, Ball Facts. One thing that you did well, because I told everybody, Lonzo not playing really is tough. Because when it comes to the Ball brothers, you got to have each one of them do something. And it's really just LaMelo, but his team is losing. What you did well is I saw the videos you did with Bobo.
Yeah, but I gotta say,
that
shout out
shit
to that.
is genius.
Appreciate that. You know, a lot of people, they kept saying like, you only get clicks on videos because it's the Ball family. And I heard the talk, and you know, facts speak for themselves. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. A lot of people sleep on Bobo, man. I've been telling people about Bobo for like at least last 3.5 years. I say, man, watch out for this dude. This dude got potential, you know.
Yeah, and you know, Flight, he diversifying too. I'll be seeing him checking out other athletes and stuff. You know what I mean? I get inspired by original creators as well. I see a thumbnail, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. So like in the beginning, DJ, from the moment that we first ran across each other on YouTube and I came through and did an interview, it's all love with me. I forgive and I move on, point blank, period. And I'll be the first to tell people I don't want smoke. I want fun. You know what I'm saying? I want excitement. I want a good time. Period. You know what I mean? So, hey, on Flight Sports TV, you heard from me right here, man. Ain't nothing, no animosity, nothing like that with me towards you.
No, man. Hey, I'm glad you said that, bro. Because I'm man enough to say, man, I should have, I could have handled things a lot better. One thing I learned on YouTube, content creators who kind of do things on their own, like got their own thing, they're succeeding. Look at the numbers. Like Ball Facts, yeah, he'll go to every channel and show love, which is cool, but he got his own thing. And how many subs you got, Ball Facts?
120K.
120K. You know what's so funny? We got people that barely, like, if they get to 10K, they act like it's 100K.
Oh yeah, they do.
They get to 10K, they act like it's the king of YouTube.
I was one of them, so I can't say nothing. When I hit 10K, boy, I was happy. But I hear what you're saying, though, because people try to shit on other people when they get 10K, then they try to stun on somebody else, and I never stand that.
Yeah, a lot of times you gotta know how you get it.
Yeah, I've been following some of you guys since I think 2015 and 2016 when I started seeing you guys do y'all thing. So yeah, man, y'all came a long way, man. So
let me tell y'all something right now. Nigga, I was watching these two guys right here, DJ and Ball Facts, before I even started YouTube. I was working a job. I remember Ball Facts used to drop his videos. DJ dropped his in the afternoon. He used to have the music playing. And he used to talk. That's just, I forgot he had some music playing in the background. This is back in the day. And it's giving you that raw truth that you deservedly need. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I was watching them shits every day. Ball Facts video dropped them. I was watching them, back to back to back. I didn't know everybody, but I knew these two guys, and these are the guys that I listened to. I wasn't in the chat, but I just listened. There's a lot of people that's just listening that's not in the chat. I was one of them.
Hey, I wanna thank you, brothers, for giving me my flowers, man. Because I don't seek validation, but I think it's funny. Like through all this stuff, folks are trying to belittle what I've done, and I've always tried to help people out. I've always tried to. For those who are listening, y'all know who you are. Never asked for credit. So I'm glad that you guys invited me on this stream. It's bringing a lot of clarity, and we got to keep it real. Ball Facts, man. What he's doing is legendary, and the fact that people thought that he was just gonna go to go away from when Lonzo was out. He showed that he created another subject line on YouTube. So I got to get credit to that, man. That's some good stuff, man. I'm gonna try to when it comes to YouTube, I'm gonna try to switch it up a little bit. Because one thing I learned, you can't be one-dimensional.
Right.
You go one-dimensional, man. You be like Michael Jordan in the Hornets, purgatory. I had to bring that up.
It really is that bad.
Were you about to say something?
Yeah,
more
that
about
bad.
I was just gonna say big respect to you, DJ, just for the way that you came on here, how everything was handled. You know what I mean? So just you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Big respect just for the way you handle and conduct yourself, you know, like a man, you know what I mean? Not on no other stuff. And that's why you got the subs that you got, you know. You are respected out here because you must be due some respect, you know, and you ain't get to where you got by a whole bunch of disrespect. You got it by commentating your opinion and backing it up with statistical data and some flair, and you know what I'm saying, and showing love. And so you doing your thing. Salute.
Salute, DJ.
Like I always wanted this moment right here that we're listening to right now. Believe it or not, this, from just a fan perspective, not even Flight as the content creator, just the guy just remember listening to Ball Family content. I'm just enjoying myself listening to y'all two have interaction. You know, what I want to tell y'all right now, the people are being robbed when they don't see Ball Facts and DJ. When we discussing Ball Family, the legends, the pioneers need to be at the table. You understand? The people are getting robbed. You understand? I'm telling you, we need to have all basketball minds involved in the conversation. So I definitely want to see more of this, you know, going on. You know, if possible. Like I said, I just think this is the start of something big. I'm telling you.
Hey, Flight, can I ask DJ a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, DJ, what's good? Hey,
What's
DJ,
good, bro?
hey. It seems like I could just give up on that Lonzo, Jello, and Melo playing together, huh? In my lifetime, huh?
Man, Lonzo got to get healthy first.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone did not want to have. I mean, you ask anybody, even if they're not like a big Lonzo fan, nobody had a problem with Lonzo and LaMelo, and if Jello did his thing playing all together, nobody really would complain about that. Unless somebody just cares about drama. I just operate in reality. I said if there's any way he plays with LaMelo got to have a lot of power. Plus, Lonzo's got to stay healthy because you don't want to have that name of being injury prone. He got to have a healthy season. Next year is going to be the most important season for Lonzo. If he has one healthy season and he averages almost a double-double, it doesn't have to be 20-point double-double. It could be 15 to 10. He's good.
I want to see Lonzo at least play 70 games. That was my wish. I mean, of a healthy season if that ever happens. You know. I think he got to focus on work. He got to focus on my bag. He got to focus on working that his not his just upper body. He got to work his lower body. And I think that's that's the issue. And he got to eat right. That's what's going to boil you down to at the end of the day. As an athlete. I go ahead, Uncle Will.
Yeah. Hey, no, I'll go tell DJ. Hey, DJ, next time you talk to Coach, tell Coach I said what's up.
Oh, you already know.
Coach Joe, that's my man, Coach Joe. I was on y'all in y'all chat with Coach Joe. That's a cool brother.
Yeah, he's a good brother, man. Encyclopedia of basketball knowledge.
This offseason, y'all look forward to some exclusive updates I'm gonna be bringing y'all on all the Ball brothers.
Yeah, I already know. I know it's coming.
We gonna know.
Well, Ball Facts, we already know that you got the info we don't got, so I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. So they all. I think they're gonna all listen. I call me crazy. Like I said, Charlotte. You never know what could happen. Zach LaVine, his name was on the trade rumors. You know, Lonzo Ball. Believe it or not, Bulls fans, the organization, they getting frustrated. We just got to tell it how it is. You know, don't be.
But Lonzo was never on the trade rumors, though.
No, I know. I'm not saying that they're gonna let him go. I'm just
So my
hypothetically speaking.
hypothetical. Oh, okay,
I'm just throwing something out there. You know that it's possible. Zach LaVine, maybe they could throw out. That's a lot of salary to move around. I don't know what they're gonna do. But the Charlotte Hornets, do they even have the capital for this? You know, this is tough. This is tough. You got Jello right there. You just need to get Lonzo over.
I got a question for the panel. You think LaMelo's gonna sign a long-term contract for the Hornets, or you think he gonna I need to go somewhere else and when his time comes?
Let me be the first to say it. Hell no.
Hell no. Matter of fact, and not only that, he gonna look at them like they're crazy because they, DJ, this is what they gonna be going into. This, like Flight said, now they got a whole pack, and they got to stay still to see what they gonna be doing in this, in the draft and stuff like that. And then they got to see what they gonna be able to get with these veterans, with the little room they do have and the little money they have to get it with. And that ain't gonna really look too good. If it don't look too good, it look like they're gonna be coming in limping, just like they came in limping this season. Look like next season they gonna come in doing the same thing. With a draft pick, they can't do nothing with. They can't help them.
Oh man, is LaMelo gonna play for that? Let me say this: if LaMelo gonna play next week, if y'all got lead pass, whoever got lead pass for the Charlotte, cancel him. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. Oh, go ahead, boss.
Go ahead, T.
I want to say this though. I think that I say yes, he signed the contract, but it's simply because of getting the contract. Because a lot of people get their rookie contract and they get traded. So I think how petty Michael Jordan is, I think by allowing him to walk, it'll almost be like giving LaMelo a favor. You know what I mean? And in that sense, I feel as though then they're just going to sign. LaMelo will be gone, but it's going to be a sign and trade instead of him walking out the door. Because if you let him walk out the door, you get nothing. Sign him, get some draft picks back. It's
going to be a sign and trade. He's not going to walk for nothing because he's still a restricted free agent. It's going to be a sign and trade. I mean, come on, you got to give the Charlotte Hornets some credit of being competent. They're not going to just let nothing like that just walk, that money bag just walk out the building. Now, if they have a disappointing record, which I believe Mitty and Mikey and Buddy is banking on, that they have such a terrible record and they get another top 3 draft pick, hopefully number 1. Number 2 wouldn't be bad, but number 3, if they can get in that realm, then most likely it's a possibility it might not match whatever is out there for LaMelo. Refuse to sign.
So Dex, can I ask you a question?
So you for the Riviana sweepstakes, Riviana sweepstakes. Go ahead, bro. Okay.
Nah, so Dex, I mean, based on what you're saying, it sounds like you're saying they just wanna so it's Groundhog's Day for Charlotte?
Basically.
Yeah.
So basically they just want to keep going around.
That's what I was looking like, man.
Okay.
Say that again, Ted.
No. I'm just because I'm kind of I'm analyzing what you're saying. So you basically saying that Charlotte is just basically a Groundhog's team. Like at the end of the day, they just want to keep replaying the same situation over and over again.
Charlotte, hold on, guys. Don't convolute the conversation. Charlotte is a profitable organization. Don't get that mistaken. They operating in the black. So they just look like they just want to grab the money. Because like we challenge the Charlotte Hornets competence as far as aggregating talent, really going out there and trying to put a relevant product on the court. Not no play-in product. I'm talking about like a 5th, 6th seed at worst. This is where they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? Not just barely hanging on the Tarzan branch.
Nah, but catch what I'm trying to say, because from what you're saying, that should be it. That should be at best instead of at worst. You understand? Because technically, what I'm getting that you're saying is that they just gonna keep playing the same situation. So, for example, like they got Melo now. they'll try to get a high seed
Yep.
or a high draft pick,
Yep.
get that new draft pick, and just get rid of Melo. And then when that new draft pick comes in, they'll do the same thing all over again. As soon as he gets
Yep.
to a certain level, they'll get rid of him.
The Kemba Walker
Every
effect. Yep.
Yo,
we-
what
for
the fuck?
3 years.
So basically, what we're saying is so Charlotte is doomed to be just a disgraceful team for the next 6-7 years.
It
That's
was
what
like the
we're talking about,
Clippers.
right?
Remember the Clippers was like that.
Lifetime.
The Clippers
bro.
was like
So
that
it's
in the 90s. Remember?
So then it's just based
Yeah.
on the owner. It's based on what the owner
Do
wants.
any,
It's
is
based-
anybody old enough to remember how the Clippers was operating?
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
no.
I was a teenager. Dex. Yeah.
You talking about back in the days? Or?
You talking about Darius Miles era?
Yeah, the Darius Miles, Lamar Odom, the Quentin
talking
dude
about-
Quentin Richardson.
out of
2000.
Chicago. Yeah,
I was in
Hey,
I was
wow.
watching that.
yeah. You know that in that era, all they was doing was just constantly
The
getting these high picks. It wasn't about there was knuckleheads. It was how the
No,
organization
I'm
was
saying
being
that's-
ran.
Nah, that's what the team was. They called them
Right, and they got a podcast called the Knuckleheads, and they got a
Yeah,
podcast
exactly.
called
The
Knuckleheads.
Yeah.
So
Dak,
okay,
you hear me?
cool. How about this? Let's say they get the 7th pick in the draft. Detroit
Seven
put the
pick.
max out. Detroit put the max out for Bridges, and somebody like. I'm telling you, look out for PJ for somebody to throw some dollars. It can get tricky for PJ.
Hey,
Don't think
Flight,
it's just
you
a
hear me?
walk-in. Yeah, go
They
ahead.
don't care about PJ. If they cared about PJ,
Okay.
he would already be signed.
Why they ain't trade him?
Yo, Flight.
He's
Yeah,
playing in his final.
final.
Yeah, he's playing in the final stage of his rookie contract. They drew it all the way out to the end. That's how they feel about PJ.
What you about, DJ? What you about to say? My bad.
Yeah, my bad, family. I gotta get ready for work in the morning, but I wanted to say this. First, everyone, make sure to hit the like button. And for those who listen to Flight stream, you got to treat it like an investment as well. He's sacrificing time, giving you good content. So keep supporting his channel. Make sure this thing grows. And also, for LaMelo, I leave by saying this. Before you sign on the dotted line, you got to make sure you get talent with you. You make sure if you want to stay with Charlotte, don't do it just because they give you that bag, man. Because there's a lot of players in the NBA that sign a contract and they're in no man's land.
Now, DJ, I have a question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to give congratulations to Ballfax and DJ for healing the wounds, and hopefully they can work together on some kind of project in the very near future. Also, Lamelo Ball, right? What year is Lamelo Ball?
Third.
year.
Third year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking to DJ. There's only one DJ on the panel. Lamelo Ball's in his third season. Okay. Now let's go down the annals of history. Spider-Man, Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo. What do some of these individuals have in common during their rookie year? Rookie contract.
That's a good question.
Didn't they all get extended in their third year?
Yes. They
At least
sure did.
Tentatively.
Yes.
They put it out there.
Oh, matter of fact, those players you mentioned, there were discussions on extending them from the beginning of the third year. So it wasn't the end of the year or the upcoming fourth year. They were already talks.
Luka. Yep.
But with LaMelo, that's interesting.
Zion.
Same thing with Zion. You're right. With LaMelo, they're not barely even talking about it.
Listen.
Interesting.
It is very interesting.
As you wonder, but these guys ain't LaMelo, man. LaMelo got unlimited talent, man. His ceiling is so high. He definitely gonna be better, getting better and better Real time.
Charlotte gonna
And you
surprise
can't
them.
say that the Charlotte Hornets stinks. You follow what I'm saying? This is why they're not talking. Because if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, the Sacramento Kings was stinking as well.
Oh yeah, you got a point there, Dex. Yeah.
They were.
No, it don't make no sense, Dex.
I mean, honestly, Flight and Dex and panel, and just say, let me know if I'm convoluting or let me know I'm going overboard. But this is asinine. It's like you being in a mental institution, and right, everybody's calling you sane, but you constantly go out and do crazy things, right? It's like, I know I'm crazy. People outside know I'm crazy, but the people in here think I'm okay and I'm normal.
Really?
Tell you something about this Charlotte Hornets team. They think they're contenders in their heads, right? But the talent, the owner moves, and how the team plays shows they're not that. And and you see the Jokic's of the world. Well, you see the Milwaukee Bucks, the Thunder, right? The Kings, the Pacers. They had their young guys that they show they actually care that they're there, right? Michael Jordan has this animosity towards LaMelo, and I don't want to care. I don't care what anybody say.
That's why I want to ask you somebody. That's why I was trying to
You
ask
think it's animosity?
Listen, and here's what I'm telling
or the jealousy. Or the jealousy, toxicity. What you think?
Here's why I tell you, right? It's an animosity. I have family in Charlotte, North Carolina. I spent the whole summer down there in Charlotte, this season to be exact, right? And I'm telling you, Michael Jordan's from Raleigh, North Carolina. So the people know in North Carolina the greatness of Michael Jordan, right? I'm telling you right now in Charlotte,
Up there.
they talk more about LaMelo than they talk about Michael Jordan, and he's owning the team down there. And knowing how Jordan is, and knowing how petty he is, and how much of an ego he have, I know hearing all that noise. He's the owner of the Hornets. I know
Michael Jordan is not the nicest person in person. I've seen him in person, but I ain't never spoke to. I mean, I've seen him. It's not in my head. That's about it. But he ain't the nicest person as you think in person.
Like Michael Jordan is the most egotistical.
Yeah, he is.
Of all time. He will not make a move unless he knows in the back of his head it's gonna make him look good. And if we're being honest, right? LaMelo fell in Michael Jordan's lap. Because before that, people and the fans wanted Michael Jordan to sell this team. I know for a fact because I had to go and call my uncle and take him off the ledge because the Charlotte Hornets team was so bad.
Was that bad?
Now, how about Tasha T? You said your uncle was about to buy the team? I'm not sure.
No, I said my uncle wanted to go off the cliff because the team was so bad, right?
Oh, okay.
But even though LaMelo fell in Michael's lap, should Michael know what to do with that? Or is Michael in over his head when it comes to a superstar like LaMelo?
I can answer that. He knows what to do with it, but because of his ego and him trying to be paid, he's not going to.
No, I got a question. Is the animosity really with LaMelo or is it with LaMelo's father?
Right. That's the question.
That's the actual
I don't
question.
think you have animosity to either one.
I thought about that. I'm like, is it LaMelo?
Animosity might be too strong of a word, but
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Just at the end of the day, though. Sorry, not to cut you, bro. Go ahead.
It's underlining. It's something that's bothering Michael. What do you want to say? It's animosity? Maybe that's too much of a word, but it's a feeling that Michael Jordan has towards LaMelo. And he can't.
I think it's more Mike being a megalomaniac, and he does not want Melo to show him in his own arena, and
I
that
just
Michael had
Come on, man.
Michael had so much fanfare, and he turned the NBA inside out based on his performance on the court. And
right,
now here you have LaMelo turning the Spectrum Center inside out based on his performance on the court.
right.
LeBron got
That
the NBA. See, LeBron already got the NBA encapsulated. So nobody's touching that right now. LeBron got that on lock.
Free on.
But Michael still have a reserve with the Charlotte Hornets as the only black owner in sports,
Yes.
right? I mean, majority owner in sports.
Hey Dex, let me ask you this. You remember
That's big.
maybe
That's black history.
he
Hey
said
Dex,
that's black history.
Hey Dex, let me ask you this. You remember a while back we was talking about Michael Jordan? You think that him and some other owners at the table, you think he's not allowed to do certain things just because he got to play their game, so to
Yep,
speak?
yep,
You know
yep,
what I'm saying?
yep.
Yeah.
That's good that you. I'm
Okay.
glad that you brought that up. That shows that you're a good listener. I kind of let
Yeah.
that go because nobody. It seemed like that fell on deaf ears. But
Oh
at the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
time, Michael Jordan has a lot of he has a few minority owners beneath him, and he got to cash these people out. So,
Yeah.
and I don't. And when you know who these people are, they don't seem like they basketball enthusiasts. It seems like
Hell no.
they're here for an investment purpose only.
Yeah, but
hmm
Dex, I go with that more so than what you just came with. You're basically saying it's financial politics.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
No, I
I've been
agree
saying
with
that.
you. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
I agree with you with that. Well, if that's the case, then my boy just need to leave because he can't get wrapped up in that, man. He got a career to fulfill, man.
Yep.
So positive.
And they
This
use
man.
him as a pawn. I mean,
So
the doozies that LaMelo do night in and night out, and the way that LaMelo is, because people, you got to remember, people follow LaMelo and all the Ball brothers, but I'm just specifically talking about LaMelo because he's currently playing, he's currently doing his thing, right? Since he was a youngin. Think about that. A lot of times we get up on these basketball players once they get into college or even some aspect of senior high school basketball because of the AAU circuit and things of that nature. We kind of get into these players. But these young men allow us into their home since they were youngins. And
Yeah.
by Lonzo being a superior player among his peers, we got a crack at looking at LaMelo on his way up. You feel me? So some of us saw Lonzo, understood Lonzo, saw Jello, understood Jello, but then we look down at they baby bro. Let's watch him and see what comes up out of him. And we watched him grow up and be sensational. You feel me?
Yep.
All the way through. This is why it's different. How many of us saw Michael Jordan play in high school?
Oh, I'm born.
How many of us saw LeBron James play as a freshman in high school? How many of us seen that? You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us got on LeBron James when he became a junior and definitely as a senior. How many of us saw Carmelo Anthony play as a sophomore in high school? Come on now. Carmelo Anthony.
I know.
I got $1 billion question for you.
You understand what I'm getting at?
I get
We
you.
get we get
Yeah, I
we
got
get
you.
on a lot of these guys once they already there. You know what I'm saying? Like Steven Jackson in high school, he was already there. Carmelo was already there. LeBron James already there. But we ain't see nobody come from 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Ball was
you saw-
already there when he was a senior at Mater Dei. You feel me now?
Well,
I hear you, but I got a question.
Strawberry didn't pop until it's sophomore junior year too. So you might be right about that.
I got a question though. I mean, and Flight can weigh in on this too. And if Ball Facts is there, I would love for him to weigh in on it. Why do y'all think MJ even drafted LaMelo? What you think made him go over the top and say I'm gonna make this pick?
That ain't going over the top talent. What are you talking about?
No. I mean,
He was the best talent available.
Well, I asked you that. He found out that Golden State was about to pick him up because Golden State was supposed to pick up LaMelo Ball. Actually, that was a, you
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying, the
That was
first choice. So
no. Cavani in talent. He was the best talent available. He didn't get his guy, which is James Wiseman. So the next
yeah,
next best thing is to get the best talent available. So
yeah, that's
Michael
true.
told Mitch, if LaMelo's there, grab him because our guy is gone.
James Wiseman is your guy over Lamelo Ball. You can't make this shit up. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Here's my
hey,
language.
They
You
did
can't
say
make
that. They did. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
hey, first of all, if the Warriors had drafted him, Melo would already have a ring. Let's keep it. Let's keep it 1,000.
I might have
Yeah,
that.
they wouldn't need no Jordan Poole.
And
They
guess
wouldn't
what?
have Jordan Poole. They
Steph
wouldn't need
Curry
him.
would. Steph would have moved over to the shooting guard spot because Melo would have
Hell
eventually
yeah.
started at point guard.
This nigga
Play
6'8" could pass the ball like
A
that.
hegemony of sovereignty.
You understand? And Clay Thompson would have moved to the small forward spot. I ain't gonna hold you, dog.
It won't be no NBA. It won't be no fair right now. What you say? It won't be no fair.
Man, listen.
It would be.
That shit would have been crazy, bro.
Let
That
Steve
shit would.
get a person who's 6'8", who can pass the ball nice and can shoot. Man, he already got one shooter. He got a whole team of shooters. And you want to get this man? You want to get this other kid who can shoot from a 40% clip? Can't stop him.
I think what we need to start talking about is what team Melo gonna choose to go to and or get traded to.
Golden State. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Hey, I doubt if he go there though.
Because
I'm just kidding.
I'm rolling with Dex, man. With that whole.
I'm going. I think.
I'm with Dex. I think Charlotte just wants to stay lowballed for as long as they can. I just think that the money's already locked in where it is. And as long as they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to make that certain amount of money. And that's just where they're trying to stay on. Until they get a new owner that actually gives a damn about winning, it ain't happening.
Hey, Ted, imagine this, Ted, right? Imagine this, right, Ted?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, Mo Bamba, they're dominating right now. Let's just say down the line, like they're still dominating pretty decently, we would expect when LaMelo comes up for free agency, right?
Yeah.
Get the call. He says, how you like to come at LA? It's not the Lakers, it's the Clippers. And could you imagine LaMelo, Jello, and Lonzo going head up with LeBron James, AD, and D'Angelo Russell for at least 2 or 3 games out the year? I think that would be pretty exciting to watch.
I mean, you got 2 more
so
years.
obviously, TV ratings are gonna go up. Ticket sales, yeah. Okay, you're looking at it that way.
He got 2 more years on his contract.
I'm just saying, a man is not going to build a $2 billion plus arena, not a stadium. Keep that in mind now. Not a stadium, arena. And he don't see something past Kawhi, something past Paul George. He don't see something young that's coming in the awakes.
And I'll give you.
I mean, this is business now. Remember, it's business.
And I'll give you.
It takes a lot of money to make a lot of money.
If LaMelo goes to the LA Clippers, they're gonna win a championship. I don't know when that's gonna happen. If that happens, they're gonna be destined to win a championship. If they got Kawhi, Paul George, and the rest of them guys over there, yeah, they're gonna do it.
Man. Jackson is gone. They do not. They're not going to sign Russell Westbrook.
So what
are they going to do?
Okay, they're not.
I can't run with the Paul George and the Kawhi thing because I think that window is closing real fast.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. They're not moving. They're not going to move the needle any more than what they're doing in this new stadium, in this new arena. Whatever fanfare they got now, that's what they're going to keep. He needs something that's going to spark an financial explosion.
One thing that we know,
Kawhi and Paul George are now eligible for that because we done seen the body of their work. The compendium of what they do is already etched in stone. They're not getting any better. The only thing they're getting is older.
They maxed out, bro. They're maxed out.
Saying Steve Ballmer, Dex, talented.
Zion ain't going nowhere.
Him, Dan Ainge, right?
Zion heard again, man.
And the owner of the Thunder in Milwaukee, you could say, what all 4 of those owners got in common is.
You said who?
Steve Ballmer. Listen again. Clean out your ears. Steve Ballmer, right?
Sure. You know I'm going to come at you if you say the wrong thing. Go ahead.
right? Steve Ballmer, right? The OKC Thunder's I'm gonna say the owner for that.
I forgot his name, but damn, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say right now, Danny Ainge in the Utah organization. All three of those guys in common, right, have one thing that we've all wanted in other owners, and is that they will take the biggest risk. High risk for them equals high reward.
Okay, what are you referring to?
Think about this. I'm referring to the Clippers owner going his way, right, to get the claw from Toronto, then turning around and trading Paul George to go to the Clippers, which ironically at the time nobody wanted, nobody was against because of how PG was shooting and how his shooting was.
I disagree with that. Paul George always been a nice commodity in the NBA.
But it's the risk factor. It's the risk factor. Because you know what happened after they got him? PG went and started breaking the bubble. So that's why I say it was a risk. Look at Danny Ainge. He traded away two of his best assets, and Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Not only is his team fighting for the playoffs and is actually doing pretty good, but now he has a whole bunch of package. He got a whole bunch of trades or draft picks that he can use in trades to get better. Not to mention OKC out there got high draft picks, and Chet Holmgren still hasn't dressed up in an OKC uniform yet.
What's going on with him? Can somebody tell me that?
Oh, he's out for the season. He's not. He got out for the season. So
what's wrong with him?
Recap Rico, stop it.
Rico, I just saw that. Rico, you stupid. But nah, I say to say this though, Dex. You mean that Clippers owner was smiling, cheesy when he got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, right?
Why not? I mean, that's a prize.
I said this: if you can make a move to get two superstars like this, what is stopping that man from going to Charlotte, getting Lamelo from over there, signing his two brothers, right, and then using what they can do in free agency? What's stopping him doing it?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. That Clippers owner,
That's
he's
all
more.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
That Clippers owner, he's more of a fan than a
There you go.
than a basketball knowledgeist. Like he's not. You understand? He doesn't have it up there for the knowledge of players and their abilities. That man just knows how to sit down and cheer for whatever the hell he got.
He want to cheer for a winner.
From a fan perspective, from his fan perspective, he sees in Charlotte.
He depends on his GM.
Of general principle, you sign him. As soon as he gets away from that prison over there in Charlotte, you sign him. And he can make your. Right. He don't got the mental. He don't got the mental like a Danny Ainge to get LaMelo and get 3 ball boys and then flip it to get some more stuff. He's just a fan from that aspect. So I don't see him getting out of it. Very possible. LaMelo doesn't even in what's space at all. I think the perfect place for him, and you're gonna hate me for this, because it doesn't involve LA.
I'm just saying. I mean, listen, I know it's a lot of. I know it's a lot of hot air around this panel, but I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together when it comes to money, because that's basically what it all boils down to. I know you got a couple of owners that's actually fans of the game, but majority of the owners in the NBA, it's all about making money. It's an investment, and they're investing in the entertainment business.
Exactly.
Now, Balmer and Cuban are fans of the game, and they want to see and cheer for a winning product, right? So if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard is getting long in the tooth,
getting old,
who is going to financially back that stadium based on their talent? Who's out there? Clippers not getting any first round picks, no first 3-4 picks in the first round no time soon because their record won't allow that, right? Unless they do a brilliant trade. And could they trade with somebody with a bum record to get high in the draft pick? I don't know. I don't know if Clippers would do anything like that. Because one thing about Clippers, they have to stay relevant because they have their big brother next door. They have to stay relevant. Or else they'll go into oblivion. Clippers have witnessed that before. Clipper fans have witnessed the LA Clippers going into oblivion. The Lakers almost went into oblivion for a short time. Almost. They didn't go, but almost. Fans was crying about the talent on the court. Now Clippers have went to the Western Conference Finals, so they smell blood in the water. So now Clipper fans want the next best thing, which is a final appearance. Then they're going to want a final victory. So right now, their capita is at Western Conference Finals. So this $2 billion stadium that's going to be erected in months coming, somebody have to pay those bills. Who's out there? Who's younger than
Lamelo Ball.
Lamelo Ball.
Lamelo Ball's the youngest guy out there. Yep.
Lamelo be what? What? 2025. He'll be what? 24? 21, Dex? Lamelo.
Lamelo like 21. Yeah, 21.
So in 2 more years, he'd be 23. Most rookies come out at 22, 23 years old. You have to be sensational. You have to be sensational to come out and be a one and done, right? Look how long Tyrese Halliburton stayed in college. You have players that stayed in college a long time that they don't really talk about their tenure in college. They only highlight the one and dones like the Anthony Edwards, the James Wiseman, Jason Tatum's, the Brandon Ingrams, the Zion Williamsons. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those players that came out, RJ Barrett, a lot of those players that came out wasn't one and done. A lot of those players stayed 2, 3, and even 4 years in college. Look at Josh Hart. Perfect example.
Hey, and I want to say this, Dex.
Brunson.
I'm going to say this, Dex. Flight.
Terry Rozier.
There, Ted and Flight. I would like to make a public apology to Josh Hart. I disrespect you, and you're making me eat crow. Josh Hart, I'm sorry. Flight, you got one. You got one.
What happened?
Josh Hart.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, I know. The dude is a problem.
You went 27 points last night. And Brunson, I keep Brunson. 40 points? How are you Mighty Mouse over there? I gotta ask you a question. Feed Mighty Mouse over there. 40 points again? That's the third time this year, Flight. What are you feeding?
I mean, I like what I'm seeing from Brunson. Brunson doing his thing. He playing superstar status, and like I said, Josh Hart to drop 27 points. You know, it show you right now what kind of player they got, and a large part of that is Brunson. Those 2 college teammates. When I told people that's going, you know.
Yeah, I'm eating some crow when it comes to that Brunson dude too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Brunson is a beast, man. Brunson is a beast, bro. Because
he ain't crow for a while, though.
He just get it done.
Hey, Ted, it's funny, Ted. I said about Brunson, right? I'm just putting it out there. I said that about Brunson, right?
And I guess I don't mean to cut you off. Players like RJ Barrett, and I stated this before when they made this move. They about to get put on notice. Because you got a professional in the locker room now who gonna get it done and work hard as hell. You know, these dudes, RJ, he making a whole lot of money too. You got a dude making like less than a fraction of what you got and working hard like his life is on the line. Hopefully they gravitate towards what Hart is doing, because RJ Barrett is more talented, offensively talented than
But he ain't got no.
Josh Hart, but Josh Hart got the will, got the heart that can't.
Right.
That nobody that just it's just hard to account for. I'm sorry. Go ahead. He gonna fit perfect with Julius because he another dude who worked for his talent. They weren't naturally talented. They grinded for this.
You remember Ted? I said,
what's good, Flight?
I can't call.
Flight, didn't I tell you? Hey, what's good? What's good? Is it at Marquez over there?
Yeah, what's up, Quiz?
All right, what's up, Toxic T? I was telling Flight, you already know. I told you, my man Josh Hart is, you know what I mean? Like, that's a plus. That's a big plus.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell I didn't even know that he dropped 27 last night. I got caught up with the 40 piece from Brunson.
Oh yeah. Brunson was cooking.
Bro, I gotta ask a question, Quiz. Quiz.
The Knicks doing something this year.
Quiz, you remember last year, Quiz? I said I talked about Brunson and said Brunson might be the guy. Everybody was laughing like I didn't know. Look at the numbers, Flight. 3 40-point games this season. He got 15 games over 30 points.
He robbed of that All-Star. He should have been an All-Star. It's crazy.
But
I don't know. The East is tough, Flight. I mean, there's a lot of good
he's an All-Star, man. He's the driving force of why the Knicks
place he gonna take? What place he gonna take, Flight?
Yeah, but at the same time,
but he deserved to be there.
The thing about
you got a stacked schedule.
Holiday put 40 tonight.
I know, but that's rare.
40 on Boston. He put 40 on Boston.
Hey, man.
Brunson has been Brunson dangerous spot. It should have been you this.
You breaking up crazy, Toxic T.
Yeah.
Your connection, Toxic T.
Yeah, man. Hey, can you imagine that New York can make it to the playoffs, man? Can you imagine New York Knicks make it to the playoffs, man? Flight, you might end up going to one of them games, man.
The Knicks don't make it to the
playoffs. Flight might end up going to one of them games, man.
In New York?
Oh, wow. Yeah, in New York.
LeBron is resting so he can win that Kobe Bryant Award.
Oh, stop talking about Bron. Bron when he scored it, he got his scoring title. He was done.
He won it all this year.
Nah, his scoring title is his next title.
He had 36 to get the scoring title drop. He dropped 2 in the second half and said, "Fuck it, I'm done playing basketball."
Until the All-Star break, I'll be back to get that Kobe.
Stop it.
All-Star break. Then you gotta make the playoffs.
Meanwhile, Lakers are in 13th place. Like they need to win every game they can now.
That would cement LeBron's legacy if he win that Kobe Award. Trust.
You think so?
No,
ain't nothing else to cement LeBron's legacy is cemented. What are you talking about? He needs to do something.
I'm just playing, Quiz. Back up. I'm just playing.
Hey, I'm putting this out there again.
Quiz about ready to go in.
No. I'm just passionate, man. I'm excited right now.
What's going on?
Well, first off, I like
where's Unstoppable. I thought Unstoppable was up here.
I like when we was talking about the Knicks a little bit over there. Somebody up on Flight Sports TV was trying to tell me that JoshArt was trash. You know what I mean? And
it was me.
They gave up a first rounder. That was a wild.
Dex, it wasn't you. You were the one who reminded them. You were the one who reminded them.
Dex was he was cap. He was the one leading.
I ain't never said no Josh Hart was trash.
No. Dex was the one who pointed out. Dex was the
one. No, that's not me.
Dex pointed out that Josh Hart had won what is it, like player of the off season or something like that? Yeah, I mean Dex was on point with that. I remember Dex said that, so I'm not.
Like, you got me twisted. I've been a Josh Hart fan.
Somebody else was
talking
about Josh Hart was crazy. Somebody else was talking.
Let me tell you something about Hart. Gonna be the reason why they go to the second round. Remember I said that.
Yeah. Well, not only that. I mean,
Hustle Man. I love Hustle Man.
Thank goodness.
He is a Knick. He about to be a favorite. He is a Knick.
Listen, last night's stream, I said Josh Hart and Tom Thibodeau is a match made in heaven.
Facts.
He found his guy.
That's because Josh Hart's a good two-way player, man. That guy's a great defender, and he can also drop buckets too. But the good thing for the Knicks is they didn't push the panic button and get rid of Julius. It wouldn't work without Julius. So.
Man, I'm mad at Dex. Dex, I'm mad at you, Dex.
Brother, the Knicks ain't going a damn way. Like, I don't even know where y'all.
I keep putting Hachimura in my fantasy, and he's shooting like bricks. Hate you being
Wow.
late.
Well, that's flight guy Hachimura.
No, that's your guy. He's a Laker.
Yeah, I said he ain't really my
I know,
guy,
but
man.
The Lakers
was
got him.
hesitant on him because, like I said, when he was with Washington Wizards, he had good games. He was streaky with his play. He wasn't consistent.
Sorry
And now
behind
it's rearing its
Hachimura.
ugly head.
Right. Hachimura hasn't really made that breakthrough yet, but Hachimura is all right. But he's a Laker. They only got one ball. Look at all
I mean,
the
he's
people that
cool. I mean, he's cool, but he's cool. But the thing about it is, when he was with the Wizards, he will have some thunderous nights, and then he'll have some duds.
What
And I
thunderous
thought,
night you talking about? I want to hear this one. I want to hear
like, he
Hachimura
can have.
thunderous
He was
nights.
getting like 29, 11 or something like that. That's
Man,
thunderous for him.
don't look through the history. That man probably ain't never dropped 29.
Well, go look through it.
You capping? He ain't dropped no
Go
29.
look through it. Go
Never
look
dropped
through
no
it.
29 ever. I rock with
Go
Yeah,
Rui.
look
Kyle
through it.
Kuzma
I
clone.
like with Rui.
Yeah, that's what he
Kuzma
is. A
dropped
Kyle
29.
Kuzma clone. Yeah, that's
Kyle
exactly
Kuzma
what he
dropped.
is.
Nah, Hachimura is not a Kuzma clone. Kuzma's better
Yeah,
than
he is.
Gucci. All right,
He
if you
can
say
put he can
so.
put up he
He's
can put
not.
up buckets, but he ain't consistent with it.
Yeah, Hachimura ain't never dropped 29.
Yo, why you calling the man a hoochie?
Because he's over here talking about Hachimura
Because
dropped
his
29.
mind is corrupt.
Oh
Okay,
my
what did he
God.
drop then, Quiz?
Hachimura is good for me. I mean, I think the best game I've seen from him is maybe like around 22, maybe 24 at most.
No way. The dude dropped 30 not too long ago this season. What are you talking about?
Yeah, maybe one game. What you talking
But you
about?
said he never
One
did
game
it.
history?
You
I didn't
always try
see
to
it.
stump me and you wrong.
Listen, I didn't
Go
see
look up
it.
his stats.
Here, in
He
fact, I'll
dropped
go
the
do that.
30 ball.
Give
He
me a
dropped the
pause. I'm gonna
30
go
ball
look
this
at
year.
one
What is
game
this dude
that
talking
I didn't
about,
even
man?
see. I'm talking about I didn't see
It doesn't
Hachimura
matter if
stat
you've
not
seen it or
last
not.
year,
You
the
try to
year
say
before
that he
that,
didn't do
or
it.
this year. One
Yeah, he
game.
done dropped 34 different times.
What is this guy talking about, man? That's just, your brain is corrupt for some reason.
Hachimura is not that
Last
nice.
time against the Magic's on the 21st
Man, this guy is
of
talking crazy. He
January.
said that he never did it. Like, I'm just throwing shit out my ass.
Well, I
He's
never
not going to
seen it.
never stump me on that something that simple. You got to go deep
Yeah,
if you want
I
to
never
stump me.
seen it. I never seen it.
It doesn't
Never.
matter if you ever seen it. You're wrong.
Hachimura was
Hey,
injured
go,
half the
go. Hey,
season
go look at the
last
highlights. Hey, what he's saying is go look
Yeah,
at the
go do your
highlights, man.
research.
go look at the highlights, man. You gonna see it.
Instead of trying to stump me, you ain't going to stump me, not on flight. Catch me on another
Yeah,
stream
not
when
on
I'm out
flight.
there wilding, you might can get me.
Which one?
Kuzma's way better than Hachimura.
I ain't know about way better. He is better, but he ain't way better. He just more polished than Ruchimura.
That's all.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
All I know is he's so up and down. Some nights he want to show up, and then some nights he just don't care.
All right, wait for that 30.
He-
Wait for that 30 piece. You probably see
Yeah,
a
he already
30
done
piece
it.
before
You'd
then.
heard Panic. Done went through the statistics. He already done it. I know he done it.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, he's
Wait
6'8"
till you
with
get
a
on the
huge
Lakers.
upsize, man. You know, he's 6'8" with a huge upsize. He still got some work on his game some, so he gonna be okay though overall.
The only thing that he needs to do is be effective in stretching the offense. If he can stretch the offense, then he's doing his job. He's got to be out there and be a solidified threat that somebody will run out or even, stay attached to him while the Lakers in their offensive sets. If he can do that and create that type of space for Bron can run downhill and AD can get into the dunker spot from time to time, he did his job and knock down the three when he's called on.
Hey man.
Because he's shooting at a high clip
Hey man.
for a big man.
He's going to do that. He's a decent player. I'm not saying he's trash.
Could I just bring up a topic right quick? Like, I just want to know: are we finally gonna see James Wiseman?
Who?
Where?
He said, "Who?"
In Detroit?
No, y'all shitting on James Wiseman?
What do you mean we shitting on him? The Warriors shitted on him. What are you talking about?
No. Nah, the
people
Warriors.
that
shit on him.
No, the Warriors ain't.
Kicked him out the door.
The Warriors
Kicked him
didn't
out the
shit
door,
on
man.
it. No, they didn't shit on
They kept
him.
dropping him to the G League. That was a disrespect.
No.
Out of that top three, he the only one been in the G League.
Nah, because he didn't. First of all, I think they just picked him because they didn't want somebody else to get him. That's just my opinion. You understand? I think they already knew because Steve Kerr don't play inside out. He play outside in.
No.
That's
Listen,
number one.
Talent.
There's no excuse.
Think about
Don't
this.
call me toxic.
Talent.
I am not
Hold on,
toxic.
talent. I said talent. Talent.
Nah, you was
talent.
about I heard it. It was coming.
But maybe it's
Go
my
ahead.
mic.
Right.
Yeah, maybe
You
it's
good,
mic.
guy?
I don't have the best of mics. I agree with that.
Nah, go
But
ahead. Speak your mind.
I can say this right here.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden State Warriors basically knew who was probably going to get James Wiseman. And you think they was keeping James Wiseman from the Charlotte Hornets, who they only see twice a year? They had already told Lamelo Ball they was picking him. Remember, Jalen Rose exposed that. Lamelo showed in his live number 2.
Yeah.
I'm going 2.
I remember that too. Yeah, you're right.
Nah, listen. All I'm trying to say is this, man. James Wiseman is a baller. I don't know. I mean, defensively and offensively. I just figured that they wasn't sure that Charlotte was gonna pick him up. But another
What
team.
offensive package does he have?
What do you mean? What offensive package does he have? All right, you know what?
No,
Let me
I'm
just
asking a serious question.
No,
hold
no,
on a second.
Yo,
he
bro.
don't have an offensive.
Hold
package.
on
He's still raw.
Hold on a second, because
we're gonna get into the Wiseman debate, man.
Crazy shit. You guys are telling me about Rui Hachimura, who averages 11 points a game this season.
Oh, this guy.
Like he's a top tier player.
If that's
This guy, what you say when you praise Hachimura? Oh, you so fake.
Look at the all-time
averages
stats
11
between
points.
Kuzma
Come
and
on, what are we talking
Rutamar
about?
shoot a better percentage in every category.
Quid, is this supposed to be helping your argument or protecting it? Because I'm confused here. Are you crapping on Hachimura right now?
He's stuck on something. He's stuck on something.
When it comes to Wiseman ain't had no real offensive game coming into the NBA. His defense always been his athletic. So
Yo, first of
when
all,
the Warriors
Wiseman
got defense, bro. Wiseman got defense.
Onto our team because we need a big that can defend.
And they didn't use him, so I don't understand what you're saying. That makes no sense what you're saying. Because if it was based on defense, they'd have played him.
No, listen. Because
if it was based on defense,
I'm about to explain you why.
The reason
just from college and going into the NBA. Offensively, he was never known as this back down post player shooter.
No, that's not his game. That's number one. That's not his game.
You gotta listen.
He's a stretch. He's a stretch big, bro. He's a stretch big.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is a stretch big.
His game is not polished to be a stretch big at this point.
He can shoot the 3. He can shoot the 3 strong.
I don't know about this
Wiseman
point.
can shoot the 3?
Point. What do you mean if Wiseman can shoot the 3? Y'all better go do y'all research on that, boy. Y'all
shooting the ball from 3-point.
Wiseman can shoot the 3 anyway.
Doing it in
the reason why they didn't play Wiseman is because
Wiseman is trash. I mean,
thank you, Dwight. He's hot ass garbage.
All right.
Garbage.
Let him play.
Coffee with the $100 super chat.
Don't worry.
I don't think Wiseman trash at all. He just ain't get the
shout out to coffee, y'all. Shout out to coffee.
Flight. Just remember you said that. Just remember you said
it's the truth.
$100 super chat.
Because he's gonna get minutes now.
Listen, can we pay the utmost homage to my man Coffee, the legend?
Absolutely.
Coffee. Man dropped $100 on Flight Sports, man. You know, we appreciate your support, man. We can't do nothing without the people.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Flight. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah, my birthday was on Sunday. Yeah, I'm 30
years happy belated first birthday!
All right, happy birthday, Flight.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do anything on the Super Bowl. I mean, I did, but I didn't go screen. But even though it was a hell of a sports day, I elected to hang out with the family. Yesterday, I went out to dinner and shit with my whole family. So, you know, just at this age, it is what it is. Well, I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm telling y'all.
For sure, man.
Of course.
This shit.
Oh, sure.
Hey, cause I'm definitely gonna be off on my 21st birthday. Yes, sir.
My birthday was on
Yes,
Sunday.
sir. Too much.
Don't club too hard, young man.
I can't promise you nothing. I can't promise you nothing.
We're looking for Unstoppable. Unstoppable, please come back whenever you finish doing your business. I know you might be on your daddy duties, but if they give you a break, please come up here. We have to hear from a Bulls perspective. From a Bulls.
Man, the Bulls suck.
We're witnessing an epic collapse. I know Unstoppable used to laugh at my Lakers when they started 0-8 or whatever. You know what I mean? He used to laugh at them and just tease me every stream. Where are you, Unstoppable? Come out the bushes, Alley Wishes.
I tell you,
Hey,
the next time
hey,
y'all see
Dex.
Lonzo, he
Hey,
gonna be in the New
Dex.
Jersey.
Yo, could I ask y'all?
Dex.
Yo, I want to know,
Oh,
man.
go
Did
ahead.
Wiseman ever put up 30 points?
No.
No.
I'm not sure about
Well, we
that.
got.
I know he had a high
We got.
number before.
Hey, y'all gotta look that up. Go look that
Go
up.
do
He
your
scored 20-something.
research. Go do
He
your
scored
research.
20-something.
He
He
Wait,
scored
did he do it in
20-something.
college? Hey, Ted.
Talent
Hey,
the
Ted.
fool.
Go do
Talent the
your
Hey,
fool.
go
hey,
do your
Ted.
research. How y'all gonna tell
Ted,
me
do your.
this man
Hey,
is
Ted.
trash?
Ted.
Yo,
Did he
Wiseman
do
about
it
to
in
put
college or did he do it in the NBA?
in the NBA. Do your
No,
research.
he does. He dropped 30 against the Knicks.
Y'all gonna tell me, man? Y'all can't tell. Yo,
Wiseman.
man.
Oh, the Knicks, they ain't nobody. You make it seem like that's
You
against
said
the Pistons or the Hornets or
the
something.
Nets,
Come
bro.
on, man.
The
I said the
Nets.
Knicks.
Nets. Nets, bro. That's what he said, bro.
Oh, the
Not the
Nets?
Knicks.
Oh, that's even worse.
Not the team that you
How's
ran
that
from.
even worse?
Hey,
We ain't talking about
hey,
the team.
and guess
How's
what?
that
Ted,
worse?
guess what, Ted? And guess what, Ted? I'm
I'm
12 and 0.
listening.
I'm 12 and 0 the last 12 games. 12
God
and 0.
bless you. God bless you.
Hey, he did that this
Thank you.
season.
Nah, I ain't gonna get into that debate with you. I just wanted to throw that shot at you because of what you said. That's
Oh,
all.
you can throw that shot all you want. Because ever since then,
You
I
can
noticed
do your
that.
thing, man.
but
I ain't mad at
I
you.
seen it,
No,
Ted.
Wiseman not
I'm
super
sorry,
trash,
though.
y'all.
I'm sorry,
I
Ted.
know.
I'm sorry,
No,
Ted.
no,
You know, he dropped his 30. I'm sorry, he dropped his 30. 30
Yeah,
is
let me
30
share
no
these
matter who he's
scores with you
on.
guys real fast.
that's just the point I'm trying to get across. It's like people acting like this man is trash, bro. He's
Let me
not
share these
trash.
scores.
Right.
We have 5 games on the slate tonight. Kings lose down in the desert, 120 to 109 to the Phoenix Suns. Magic go up north across the border, 113, 123, losing to the Raptors. Currently in action on TNT, the Clippers hosting the Golden State Warriors, and the Clippers are up 96-89. The Wizards are plummeting the Portland Trailblazers after they did what they did last night. I think this is a back-to-back for them. 80-66. And the two greens, the Bucks in Boston, squared off.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee was victorious. The Celtics played without Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. 131 to 125, Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday puts down a doozy, a 40 piece on the Boston Celtics.
That's what I'm talking about, Dex. That's more like it.
That
I know it
game
hurts.
actually went to OT.
That's why Drew Holiday is an all-star, right? So he
Dex,
deserves to be an all-star.
It hurts.
And with that victory, the Milwaukee Bucks move within one game behind the Eastern Conference leader, the Boston Celtics.
And they have a tiebreaker that they're going to be resolving, I think, in March. So that'll be a great game to watch.
Don't
So
forget
guess
about the
what?
Cleveland.
If we beat the Celtics then too, Quiz, I have the number 1 seed.
Well, Marquez, I want you to know that the Celtics play without Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, yo, Quiz, and I got another thing for you, Quiz. When the Bucks lost last year without Chris Middleton, did the Celtics fans give us any flack? Nah, they pumped up their chest. No Jason Tatum, no problem. Pumping up my chest. Let's go. 12 games in a row, Quiz. They can't beat me, Quiz. I'm number
Basil,
1,
you
Quiz.
hate everybody,
I'm number 1.
Basil hate everybody except the Denver Nuggets. I keep seeing Basil say, I hate this team. I hate that team. I hate this team.
I'm like Basil. I don't like none of you during the season.
The Denver Nuggets.
I don't like none of you during the season. I think Giannis is soft, and this nigga's a Lakers fan. Giannis is soft.
Hold on, Toxic T. I'm confused. I thought that you was a Knicks fan.
Quiz. Say that shit and get Quiz. You say that stuff again, Quiz, and I'm leaving.
Trying to bring some
Quiz,
toxicity.
you say that shit again, Quiz, I'm leaving.
Musical chairs.
He's trying to bring some toxicity
hey,
to the
Flight,
battle.
why are you mad, Flight? You're going to the playoffs.
Musical
Look at that
Flight, you're going to the playoffs, though, so why are you mad?
It's all good.
You,
Listen, it's gonna be funny.
you're
if
going
we
to the
match up
playoffs.
against the Bucks and we knocked y'all
Why
ass
are you
out.
mad? Flight, you can't even sniff our jock straps.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Dang on, you turn like that on the Knicks?
Okay.
Hey, I've been
Screw
saying
the
that a
Knicks.
couple of
Snip a
months ago.
jock
I
strap
said
on
more
like
people
that?
fans just in low
Yeah, my
spirits.
cash. You was a Knicks fan at
I'm
one
going
time,
for the
wasn't
Knicks
you?
to
Yeah,
the
he
Bucks
was.
and say
Listen to
fuck
the
He
the
was
Knicks.
never. That's a nigga always in that. He was never a Knicks fan.
The
Excuse
vitriol
me?
towards the Knicks.
I was never the
Like,
vitriol.
I gotta keep it 100 with you, dog.
Wasn't a Knicks fan. Flight wasn't a Knicks fan. Where was this New York Knicks fan while I was getting jumped by wearing a Stephon Marbury's jersey? In a Miami Heat, a Miami Heat fan base high school. The niggas was nowhere to
Man,
be
you done brought
found.
the toxic
Shoot
out
them
this
niggas.
guy.
shit was all good just a few months ago.
You sure that was your
What
jersey?
happened? Hey, listen.
Toxic was being good,
Quiz. Where was they when the New York Knicks didn't go after Zion? Or worse, where did the New York Knicks been every single time I asked them for a superstar? You niggas couldn't give it to me. Now I got a superstar, and I'm about to be number one in the division. Let's go. I'm done.
gonna let you guys know
It's not
something.
always about superstars, man. Like the Knicks don't have no superstars, in my humble opinion.
Let me let you guys know, Kawhi Leonard is having himself a night over here in this Golden State Warriors game.
Kawhi is boring.
At least he playing.
Yeah, no, not only is he playing, he's playing.
What his legacy gonna be remembered as?
You know he'll be off the next game.
What they gonna remember?
He's been playing.
Low management. I gotta say something, Flight. I gotta say something. To Anthony Alvarado.
Don't bring up
right.
LeBron just said something that nobody have done in 75 years in the NBA.
Hey,
He
hey,
deserves nights off right now.
First of all, now hold on. He got that scoring title, but he lost the game. Don't forget that. And he lost the game to one of the. He lost the game to a 12 seed.
That's not the first time that ever happened. No, I think
that shit is shameless, bro.
It wasn't a 12 seed. They was
it was 13.
No, they was a 12 seed. They were 12, Dex. The Lakers
at that time there was 12.
Yeah,
Portland has always no, that's not true. Portland have always been above the Lakers.
It wasn't Portland. It was the Thunder.
No, I'm talking about. He said Lakers was. Hold on, man. Hold on. God, you guys are so anxious.
What is the?
I'm saying that Shea was the 10th seed when they beat the Lakers.
Shea?
Lakers was a 12th seed.
Gilchrist?
Yes.
No.
You talking about the Thunder?
Were the 13th seed, and the what you call it, the Thunder were the 12th seed, and they were only up by a half a game. Lakers won that game. They would have been.
Okay, where was Portland then? Where was Portland?
Portland is a little bit higher than that. Believe it or not.
Portland's 13 right now, right?
No, Portland is
12.
Yeah.
No,
but they 11 now because they beat the Lakers. But before they played the Lakers, that at that time wasn't Portland the 12th seed?
Okay. Just to clear the whole thing up for you, right?
11th seed.
Let me ask you a question, right? When LeBron hit that bucket, what was Anthony Davis doing?
Sitting on his butt.
The right thing. That's what he was doing. The answer is the right thing. One day, why the hell y'all so happy and we losing, bro?
Because that's something nobody have done in the history of the NBA.
Man,
cares who was?
Okay, you don't like LeBron. You don't like LeBron. Okay,
that's why I respect. No, but I got love for Anthony.
I don't got
Davis,
no respect for that because he sat his ass down.
His action.
He only had 14 points that game.
That was proper
now, if Russell
action,
Westbrook,
though, dog.
Hold on. If Russell Westbrook did that, I would have a little more appreciation because Russell played his ass off that game. But AD, he was just. Like,
AD was.
I don't know what he was doing.
Man,
AD
really played. AD barely did anything that game. It don't even matter that he sit on the bench. It's like shit. It don't even matter.
Hey man, I like this. AD said, "I'm tired of being LeBron's ass kisser." That's what he said.
LeBron is the only one.
I think AD going through something.
LeBron is the only one.
He's tired of being LeBron's ass kisser, and you know it.
I think AD want to go. I think he want to go back to the Pelicans, man. I think that's where AD got.
No, see the thing
back to our point. Back to our point. Right. Back to our point. It was OKC, Portland, and then the Lakers. That's the list they was at towards the bottom. And OKC was 10. Lakers was 12,
Dex, you're wrong
and
about
Portland
that.
was
You're
11.
wrong about that. The OKC was 12th. The Lakers were 13th. OKC was only up by a half a game when they played that game.
Facts.
That's what the.
So where
that's
the
fact.
OKC at now?
I don't know where OKC
12.
is now. It's only
13.
a couple games since
No,
then.
they're not. They in the play. They in the
No,
play.
12.
OKC at
Lakers is
12.
13th right now, bro.
Oh, thank you,
Lakers,
Ted.
let's
12.
listen. Lakers at 13. Everybody from the 13, 12, 11, 10, all in within 5 games of the fourth seed. All of them got a chance to be the top 4 seed if any of them go on the run right now. The West kind of close after the 3rd seed, well, after the 2nd seed at least. Because Grizzlies don't seem like they're slowing down. Nuggets ain't slowing down, but the Kings can slow down. The Suns can. They'll get better when KD come back. When he come back,
The Suns going straight to freaking 2. They going straight to 2. The only team they ain't catching is the Nuggets.
Dex, just for clarity, the Trailblazers are 11th right now.
Yes.
OKC is still 12th, and the Lakers are still 13th.
That's what
right
I
now.
just said. That's what I just said. Spurs are 14th, and the Rockets, my lovely Rockets, sitting at 15.
So Golden State is 10. Who's 11?
I thought you were a Knicks fan.
Golden State is 9th.
State is 9. Utah
But okay,
is
they
10.
juggling.
Yeah,
Utah
is
is
10.
10. Okay.
I'm a New York fan, bro. Anything in New York, I love it, bro. But I fuck with the Rockets, man. Come on now.
Okay.
I like my.
So you're
like
a
my
Rockets
young
fan
boys.
part time.
No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, like, I like the team. Look, I have my favorite team, and then I got teams that I like.
Right.
Okay. I'm not mad at you. You know,
I'm a
coming from
basketball
a
fan,
bug
bro.
jumper, I don't care.
No, I
From a
get
bug
that.
jumper, I
I
don't care.
get a lot of
I'm
people
glad
like
you
that
said
for
it.
real. Like where I from, we don't got a team, so I can't just be like, oh yeah, I like South Carolina home team, but I really watch so and so and so. So being from New York, like he's a homer, so he like New York, but he also got teams that he fuck with too.
Yeah.
No panic. I get it. No panic. But coming from a bug jumper, love whatever team you want to cheat. You love.
No,
Freak being
you
loyal to
just
this team, they
wild
ain't
with
give
that
you
shit.
shit.
You wild with that shit.
Man, I
Like
love
you
young
going from
teams.
loving
I
the
love-
Knicks, then moving to the Milwaukee Bucks, and then shitting on Knicks fans like the same season. Like you wouldn't even take a break
but
and be
guess
like,
what though?
I get what
Guess
he's
what?
going through.
I can.
I
No
ain't gonna say
panic,
nothing.
and I will,
You
and I
just,
must.
like you trash him every chance you get now.
Absolutely. Because guess what? When I was on that losing streak, the Knicks was talking shit, the Lakers were talking shit, the Bulls were talking shit. Oh, now I'm gonna talk my shit as much as I get.
When you on the Knicks,
all right. The Knicks was talking shit. The Lakers were talking shit. The Bulls were talking shit.
Marquez
And now
left
you
the
niggas
Knicks.
gonna get this work.
so you going to the best possible team, so you don't have to hear nobody talk shit.
Pretty much. And the
That's
reason
perfect.
why
Absolutely not.
but
I went to the best team because by the history wise, the Bucks and the Knicks got the same thing, 2 championships. So I really didn't leave for nothing.
We see your shit. We see through your
Do the math, no panic. Do the math, no panic. Did I really leave nothing? Did I really leave anything?
That's the same thing that basically the same thing KD did basically.
No, the reason why he left it. No, y'all gotta understand. The reason why he left the Knicks is because he makes his rounds on
Got tired
different.
of losing.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
They kicked him out the clique.
No, he makes his rounds on you. No, hear me out. He makes his rounds on YouTube. Like this dude that's around. He's on a lot of platforms, and what it is, all the Knicks people that he got around to, they basically stepped all over him, so he just couldn't take it no more. So it's not even because of the team; it's because of the fans, really. To be honest with you.
Wait a minute, you telling me the Knicks fan kicked out a Knicks fan?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah. Instead of me sitting over there
You're not
and
even
kissing their
respecting
ass
amongst
and
your
making them be
peers?
delusional.
But that's not even a real fan. That's a fair weather fan.
No, but the thing is, he was talking the truth. They just couldn't handle it. That's the problem. It's like he was speaking the truth on the Knicks.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Ted.
You
I've been
understand?
saying this for
There's a
5,
million
6
Knicks fans who
months.
speak the truth on
But
the
you
Knicks
know,
and still
no,
Knicks
but
fans,
they
though.
got Knicks fans that move like Dallas fans, and those are the ones he was running
Do
into.
not bring up Dallas, please.
No, I'm just keeping
Nah.
It got those anal Dallas fans. Knicks, they got Knicks fans like that too, bro. The Knicks could do no
Players
wrong.
are just dried up, and you
That's
want to
not
bring them
true,
back.
man. That's not
They-
true.
Well,
Knicks
listen,
fans are very
there's no
critical,
fan
bro.
They
base
could
more
go
than
0
knowing
and
your power.
82, bro. The Knicks could go 0 and 82, and there's still people out there that would act like they want to chip that year, bro. I'm from New York. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
There are delusional
Ted,
people.
Part of New York
never
you
mind.
been, Talent.
Ted, they
Real
can't
Knicks
handle the
fans are
truth.
critical. My brother's a Knicks
Tell me
fan.
from Queens.
I'm from Brooklyn, bro.
You gotta say it back.
Quiz. If you listen to the way Quiz talk, Quiz is from Queens. You can
I
tell
know
Quiz is
Queen.
from
That's why I
Queens.
said it. I know Queen from Queens.
Dex is trying to jab at me right now. I feel you,
I'm
Dex.
trying to trigger. I'm trying to trigger.
He almost got me too. I was like, hold on, what are you
I'm
talking
weak.
about, Queens?
You know how Brooklyn feel about Queens.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn and Queens got a rivalry.
Nah, it's alright.
Queens rival with everybody. They rival with the Bronx. I mean, they just doing
We
too
don't
much.
really rival with the Bronx. The Bronx rival with us with that Juice Crew beef. That's what that happened. That's why you feel like we rival with the
The
Bronx.
bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Listen, there's
blah, blah,
nothing. There's nothing that.
Hey, Ted,
From
thank you,
Queens,
Ted.
from Queens,
Thank you,
there's
Ted.
nothing
Yes,
that we
sir.
desire
All
from
right.
the Bronx. The only thing they got going for themselves is old school hip hop and Africa Bambaataa and the Yankees. That's the only thing the Bronx got going for themselves.
Listen to me, man. Queens is the most
What about
gentrified
Grandmaster
area.
Flash?
Grandmaster Flash, you're right. I
What's wrong with
thought
that?
I said
Queen-
old school first. That's why I
Queens-
said old school at first.
Queens is the most gentrified area out here. The only place left out here that's actually hood is the Bronx. Everything else is
Oh,
gentrified.
stop
Brooklyn
it.
included,
Queens is gentrified? You're nuts.
bro. When was the last time you were here?
Uh-oh,
really
New
fucking
York
bro.
beef. A civil war. You got a civil war flight.
Bro, listen to me, bro. Listen,
Civil War.
bro.
Take your
Listen
ass
to
out
me.
to Left Rack City and tell me
Bro,
about
you can
tell me
barely
about
find
how
a
cozy
person in Queens anymore, my guy.
Queens is clean. I've been through Queens. They clean.
Yeah,
Big streets are clean.
The biggest project in New York is.
I've been over there by that cemetery. You know what I'm talking about? Over
Bro.
there by that cemetery?
Bro,
Which
you
one?
talking about
Springfield
the
Boulevard, talking about
projects.
Jamaica?
I don't know what part of Queens it was. I know it was a big ass cemetery over there. You can barely drive through that.
Yeah, he's Jamaica. He talking about
You
actually.
must be talking about the one on Jamaica.
And that
probably
place
talking
was
about
clean.
Hillside.
I didn't see a sunflower
You probably
seed
talking
on the floor.
about Hillside,
On the
man.
ground.
Nah. We definitely have some nice suburban communities. I'm not gonna hold you up. We have houses.
I'm just saying, bro.
Which is better. People upgrade their life and move to
Bronx
Queens
is dirty.
City.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to
nobody
tell
wanna live in the
you.
The
Bronx.
Bronx is dirty.
Bronx
the
is
Bronx
killer.
All that
is- the
all that
Bronx-
noise go through that
West
damn
Richard
that
dirty.
place with the damn train
Nah.
coming overhead.
No, the
Nobody
reason-
sleeps. You got little
No, the-
bitty ass Dominicans and Puerto Rican kids out 2 o'clock in the morning. Where your
The
parents eating ice cream?
The,
Yeah, that's
the reason.
everywhere. Just maybe not.
The reason why it's so hard to gentrify the Bronx is because it's all the hills, man. It's too damn hilly, man.
Who wants to go move to the Bronx? That's the place you're trying to get the hell
Hey,
away from.
No,
I
I'm
love
saying-
Hunts Point. Back in the day, Hunts Point was off the chain.
Bro, when you hop out
Yeah,
the Bronx,
I
you
was born
step
in the
into
Bronx.
Albany, bro.
All
What?
I was
Flight?
born
Is that
in the
right?
Bronx.
Yo,
Like
listen,
you a
I was
Bronx
born in-
kid?
I was born in Lincoln Hospital.
All right.
My family, we grew up in Forest Projects, but we moved when we was
To Long
5 years
Island.
old. Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
from-
But North Bronx is cool though, right? North Bronx is cool.
You ever heard of Old Timers at Forest? Y'all
Yeah.
probably don't know about this. So I bet somebody in the chat know, but this is
How did we get into a New York situation?
I don't know, but yeah, but
You said something about Queens.
I
You
was
wanna
born in
start
Lincoln
it, Jack.
Hospital, and when I was 5, we moved to Hempstead in Long Island. So,
Exactly.
so that's why I don't
Exactly.
really claim. I don't
And
really claim the Bronx.
moving
I
to
don't
Long
really
Island
claim
is like
the
moving to Queens. Moving to
I
Queens.
went to
like
that
moving
Long
McDonald's
Island is-
on
Long Island is
1
definitely
5th
the
Street
next
just
step.
because Jay-Z mentioned it in the
Yeah,
song.
it was. The Long Island would be considered like a next step up. Well, like I said,
because Long Island is fully
Harlem.
fully suburban.
Not,
Harlem
yeah,
is
it's suburban. Yeah, but hold on, it depends. The Queens is not suburban. You're right about that. Long Island
Exactly.
is suburban.
In Spanish, Harlem.
But like
No,
I
they-
said, it's Nassau and the Suffolk County. Nassau is closer to Queens, and Suffolk
Fact.
County is in the Hamptons, where Kevin Durant and everybody went, which is hours away. You know, so you got to
Broadway
understand
and
what Long
125th.
Island is.
Going to the Hamptons is like taking a goddamn flight to Florida, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You talking Long Island is big. That's all
He
the way
said
in
Bronx
the
got the
end.
And that's
Long
a
Island
fact.
deep, bro.
Anaheim. Have you ever been to
the
Hunts
Hamptons
Point
is probably
back
like
in the day? Oh
two-
my
2-3
God.
hours
Now
from me.
Figueroa
Long
has
Island.
took that over.
I'm not
Figueroa in
gonna
LA
hold you
took
up.
that over.
They got some
But
money
the
out
Bronx
there
was
too.
crazy back in
Yeah,
the
they
day.
got Southampton. I forgot what is North Hampton. I forgot what the hell it is. I never been to the Hamptons.
I've been to the
right,
Hamptons.
right.
I've never been
a lot
there.
of time.
I didn't know what the Hamptons was until Kevin Durant.
I've been to Yonkers.
I've been to Yonkers. Yonkers is not.
I've been to White Plains. I've been to White Plains.
It's slightly
And them people
upstate.
out there, I'm gonna be honest with
Yonkers
you.
is
People who
hard.
got money, who live out there, them people got money. It ain't even a joke out there.
Wait,
The
Yonkers?
White Plains.
No, out
Nah,
there
you
in
talking
in Long
about the
Island. When you talk
Hamptons.
about
Long
Long
Oh
Island.
Island,
yeah,
Oh,
Long Island.
it's a whole
Yeah.
different kind of money. I mean, I've been to communities out there, man, and people. I'm not even gonna hold you up. They
Some places
got
you
it
gotta
out
have
there.
bread. You gotta have bread to be in some places. You gotta be
They got it
have
out
bread
there.
to be in
Long
some.
Island is
Queens
where
is
all the
different. Queens, you can go
That's
to
where all the
to
TV
Oh shit,
people
Rave
live,
is
bro.
in the building, flight.
oh,
That's where all the
Rave
TV
Kingdom in
people
the
live.
building.
Shout out Ray. But you gotta give me the parts of Long Island y'all talking about. What part of Long Island you was in, Corey?
I've been to Long Island. What part was on Long
man,
Island?
there's
though?
too many
Hop
parts. You know,
Up,
out in Long Island, you
Smithtown,
I've
got
been to Long Island a few
Medford,
times. I didn't go to the
Shirley,
hood though.
County. I think Suffolk is the
Riverhead.
highest paid
Yeah,
police in the country. You
everything
know that, right, Flight?
you're saying is Suffolk County. Riverhead is all Suffolk County. That's
Right.
that's at the end of Long Island.
Suffolk is the highest. Those are
Yeah,
the
we should
highest
go there
paid
to
police
Swiss Flies.
officers in the entire country. Is in Suffolk County, Long Island.
Hey, Ted, I got a question for you. For all the
No,
New York
so
people.
I used to go to Swiss Flies.
Hey, was Damian Lillard in the top 75?
Yeah, he was.
They need to take him out there.
Oh
No,
no.
okay. You're
They
definitely
need to take
capping.
him out.
You're definitely capping.
No,
I
Patty,
can't
you
agree
can't
with you
take
there.
Damian
They
Lillard out
got
of
it.
that.
But listen, I watching this Portland game, and every time I watch Portland play, I get the same feeling of.
Did you watch Portland last night?
Oh, well, see, there you go. You're worried about your feelings, not the facts.
Word. It's like it's a
Damian
redundant
Lillard.
team.
Damian Lillard has dropped the most 50-point games that I witnessed myself from a player. Is Damian Lillard.
Alvarado.
And he ain't even.
Damian
a
Lillard is the most
him.
redundant player in the NBA.
But Damian Lillard, when he drops his 60s, he's winning those games.
Man, I looking at the game and it's like you have like
I seen
it's
Steph
like if
drop
you a
50
fan of
many times
Portland,
and
you
lose.
just basically being insane. You're not winning nothing. You're not going past the second round, and if you do, you ain't going to the
Wow,
finals.
you kind of sound
You ain't
emotional.
winning in the
Yeah,
next
I mean,
5
like
years.
you making it like
Damian
Damian
Lillard straight
Lillard's
for no
trash for
reason.
that.
He's right.
Not because Damian Lillard's trash, though. That's for sure.
No, it's not
because
because
the
he's
team is
trash.
bad.
It's like he wasting his time in Portland, and he got this thing in his mind that he keeping it real by staying in Portland when every fan in the NBA would not doubt him or would not kill him for going somewhere. Any other player, we might say something. With him, it's like, bro, we get it. Like, you do need to leave, and he don't want to leave. I get all that loyalty shit.
He
bro.
want the
Well, maybe
money.
he don't care about winning.
Bro, what the
That's
hell?
what
son?
They don't care about
Maybe
winning.
he likes Portland.
He from
say
East
he wanna live
Oakland.
in
He don't
Portland.
give a damn about no winning.
That nigga want
Maybe
the
he
He
likes
wanna
bag,
live in
bro.
Detroit.
Bruh, winning to him is getting his
He building
bag.
car lots out there. He don't
That's
care
all
about
he
winning.
wants, bro. As long as he getting paid, he good, bro.
He's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
rapper. He's a
and
rapper
that's
too.
cool.
Hey,
But
you
when I
forgot
talk
that
about
he's
just
a rapper
purely
too, man.
basketball, just
His
basketball,
hip-hop shit.
just being in the top 75, being a Hall of Famer. Bro, listen, I can't just keep watching Dame Lillard do the same shit every game. He's not a
Bro.
one guard. He's more like a two guard, but he's small.
Dame Lillard
He
gives a
can't bring him
damn
at
how
the
you
rim.
feel.
He can't affect winning on the
Exactly.
Right.
defensive
Thank
end of
you,
the ball.
Dex. Thank you, Dex.
That-
Dame don't give
you
a
can-
damn how you
All
feel.
he'll do is
That
tell you
man just
keep
got
on
$200
talking.
something million.
Man, listen, it's five redundant
Fight.
players in
Ray's
the NBA.
backstage, fight.
It's
Ray's
five
backstage.
redundant players in the
Yeah,
NBA.
he backstage.
Trey Young, Damian Lillard, Paul George, Lamelo Ball, and it's a toss-up in the fifth spot.
Lamelo Ball. Why would you put him in that category?
Because they don't. It's like they don't affect winning no matter how good they is.
Yeah, this nigga too
Yo,
fucking
what
He's too
the
emotional for
hell?
me.
This
I
dude
can't
is
deal with this.
wilding, bro.
This nigga's wilding, bro.
Bro.
No, man, listen.
contract.
I've been watching.
Ray, what's up with your Chicago Bulls,
I've
Ray?
been watching Lamelo Ball early in the season. I've been watching Dame Lillard all season. I've been watching Paul George all season.
Hold on, Ray.
Watching the Melo Ball
go ahead,
season
go ahead,
because
go ahead.
Melo was injured.
Go ahead, Ray.
No, I
First
mean,
of all-
I've been watching. I'm talking about like since.
I mean, every time the Melo gets into the big game, he kind of lay an egg, right?
And no, it's
Nah,
not even
first-
what the lane the
big
egg
game.
part is like.
What big game has he
don't
got
affect
Yeah,
it
he
into?
to
only
the
played
point
one
where
Playing.
game. It was a
winning
play-in.
for their team.
He got two big.
Playing
No
so
panic with his
Twice,
bag take.
twice.
Motherfuckers can drop 70 in a game and still lose.
Bro, it's a bait, bro.
Because y'all
Bro,
gotta
he's
understand.
dating
I
y'all.
agree with you. I
Don't
agree with
listen
you,
to the
Dex, but he's
bait.
still a young player, though. You
First
gotta
of
give
all,
him
a player don't win championships. A team win
No,
championships.
you're
man.
right. You're right. I feel you.
You're
Everything
wasting
you about
your
to
But we
say,
talking
I
about
agree.
play. We talking
I
about play.
agree.
We ain't talking about players. We
No.
talking about play.
Because
Bro, you're
LaMelo
Dex
been
is
in
wasting your
right.
time,
two.
bro.
Last
LaMelo
year was
been in
critical of
two
Melo.
playing games. Those were the two biggest games of his career.
Right.
Okay.
But
And he
Melo
faltered.
is still a
And he
super
doesn't
young
have
It's
a
like
player.
I'm gonna
team.
give y'all a perfect example.
In
Look
both
at
of those them playing
look at
games,
the
he
full
doesn't have a
game.
team.
Look at the full game since Kyrie get traded to the Mavs. The first two games, the Mavs been playing good basketball, even basketball. Everybody had a hand on the rug. The last 2 games they lose because Luka got to get his 30-something. Kyrie affected the game
No,
on
that's
different levels.
false, man.
They almost won
What's
that last
wrong?
game. They had a
First of all,
miscue at the end of that game. You make it like they
No,
exactly.
I get about the end. No, listen, you gotta listen to what he's saying.
Yo, first of all, you got to give the Wolves credit, bro. That was good damn defense.
Listen, you listening to
and
me
they almost
wrong.
lost it.
No, Kyrie had the shot. Kyrie had the shot, and he didn't take it.
He didn't take it. He could have passed it to Luka. Luka had it too. If he had
But Kyrie had scored 26 points in the fourth quarter. He got to take that shot.
I get what you're saying.
Kyrie had the hot hand.
But they were looking out. You can't. I can't that. Right. First of all, that's good defense. That's number one. And number two, at least they were looking for each other. At least they weren't being selfish. You got to give them some credit, man. It's
No,
number two.
I ain't talking about the team.
Plays
I'm
for
talking
that
about the war. I mean, the Wolves, nothing like that. What I'm saying is, when
Kyrie
you got a
should've
player
shot.
that affects winning, everybody eat good. The entire team kind of play up a certain level.
Bro, a 4-game sample, and you're already talking about this?
No, bro, I'm not talking about a sample.
Nah, let 'em
size.
cook,
What I'm
let 'em
saying
cook.
is
Go ahead.
The play style of the Mavs without Luka and with Luka. Luka will limit in the playoffs last year. I'll give him that. But to his core, just like with Trae Young, they're not players that affects winning on each side of the ball unless it's like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna just take off a 30 in the fourth quarter. That's different. But we talking about just lifting your team up. A lot of players ain't like that, but the most redundant is the 5 I named.
I hear you, man.
I ain't talking about like
You got
the
it, bro.
Wolves or nothing like that.
Ted, I'm not gonna argue no nonsense.
I think Luka and Kyrie is going to do pretty well. That's going to be a hard combination to stop.
They is now. They is. Why you saying like that?
It's all about is he going to resign at the end of the year? That's going to be the $1 million question. They're going to work. That was his first game in Dallas too last night, man.
Right.
He showed out.
Because the Timberwolves have the lead. The Timberwolves ended up biting their nails at the end of that game. They came back crazy.
Yeah, they've been up
because of Kyrie.
They like
they've been up 26.
Kyrie brought him back by himself.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like this. When it's just Kyrie on the court, the entire team elevated. Defensively, offensively, screen set a little harder. Well, Luka come back.
I can't believe he said defensively.
Bruh.
No, but that's the truth.
Listen,
They come back
they
to
get
26.
excited for Kyrie Irving. They probably like, listen, let me be 100 with you. Luka Doncic, people might be slipping the Kool-Aid. Kyrie Irving to me is just a little bit more effective.
Exactly.
Your man Luka is a stat pattern. Kyrie Irving is a technician.
Did you watch the same game I watched?
Kyrie Irving is better than Luka Doncic. I said it, goddamn it.
And that's a fact.
He's a technician.
Yeah,
Kyrie's a technician out there.
I'm confused.
I said it, goddamn it.
Because you got to look at the
Luka's a far better
game.
playmaker than Kyrie is.
Like, one more episode like that, we playing music.
Maybe, yeah. But
No,
we talking about
play the music now,
affecting the game.
Play the
Luka
music
scores
now.
as much as
Can't put
Kyrie,
him
if
over
not
Kyrie.
more. He's a better playmaker than Kyrie.
My
He's a
ears
better
are bleeding
rebounder
from
than
that.
Kyrie.
Listen, I said it. I don't give a damn.
That
defense.
pattern is wild. Like,
That's how I feel. I don't know about everybody else.
It's like, let me ask you a
I'm
question.
not mad at you for feeling that way either, Flight, but I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Luka
Yeah,
scores
Flight.
more
If
than
Flight have
Kyrie.
one more
Luka plays-
episode, Anthony,
No,
I'm playing
play
Luka
the
music.
music
creates
now.
more
He's
plays
having
than
his
Kyrie,
episode.
and Luka rebounds.
That's a
better than
warning to
Kyrie.
Flight.
No, play
For
the
the
music now.
outbursts.
I mean, he
That's a
taller.
warning for the
He
outbursts.
rebound better than him.
Bro, Dex, please play the music. Just please.
Play the
I think
music.
Flight
Chat
done
is
Why?
calmed
agreeing.
down.
Listen, if you
No,
look
no,
at
no,
Flight
no,
Kyrie
done
Dex,
got
play the
better.
music.
game,
No,
bro,
Dex,
he
we need it
affects
now,
the game
Dex.
a lot better than when Luka do it. Luka can score his ass off. I'll
Yeah.
give him that. He a big baller.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He can play me.
Kyrie's
I'll
better
give
than
him that.
Luka.
But when you look at a player like Kyrie, Kyrie's effective in every move he makes is an effective move. He don't got no wasted movement in what he do. That's
I've
passing,
never
that's
seen
scoring,
Luka
that's
score
driving,
11
that's
points in
shooting.
the playoffs. I've seen
Yo,
Kyrie
listen,
do
I was
that
playing
twice
with
just
Kyrie.
last season.
Listen,
What are we talking about?
I was playing with Kyrie in 2K. All I did was hit the goddamn trick stick to cross over. The defender backed up like 10
Hold on. My man,
all I
my
did
man
He's
who thinks
stupid.
Listen,
people
look
think
at
that
Luka.
They didn't want that smoke, Flight.
Yo, all
Luka
I did was
backing
just
down
flip
players
the
the last
cross over
two
the
games.
stick, and the
The
defender
AI,
backed up 10
the AI didn't want that.
who's that? Unstoppable. Luka's
No, Unstoppable's
playoff
not here.
averages, or whoever that was speaking.
No panic. No
panic.
panic.
You've never seen Luka drop 11 points in the postseason ever.
Don't
And
forget
you've
Red
never
was here
seen
now.
Luka make a championship. You've never
Right,
seen
but
him
you
win a
just watched
championship.
Kyrie just score 11
Bro,
two
he
times.
got them to the
Kyrie
conference
don't.
finals last
Last
year.
Okay, and
year,
that's cool. That's
Kyrie
cool.
don't
But
rebound better than him. Kyrie's a good player. I like Kyrie. I love Kyrie, to be
but
honest
you
with
got
you.
but
There's
you
no
got you
difference.
got to look at what are
Saying
you
Kyrie's
asking
better than
Kyrie to
Luka,
do
that's
versus
a
what
lie.
you asking
No,
Luka
what
to
you
do.
saying is
Kyrie
an
got a
oxy.
championship though.
Yo, you know why I'm
Kyrie
telling
got a
you
championship.
you know why what you're saying is an oxymoron, bro? Because he got them to a conference finals last year. So it's like, what do you want? Like, I
Right.
don't
Thank
understand.
you.
How is he not
No, but
affecting winning?
no, listen, what you
That's a
telling
lot
me
of
is
affecting winning if you got him the
listen, no,
game prior to
just
the
listen to the
finals.
Make
question
it
he
make
asked.
sense.
Just
Make it
listen to
make
the question
sense.
he asked. He said, has Luka ever dropped 11 points in a playoff game? I say no, but Luka also hasn't won a championship. If you
Nope.
Yeah,
recall
but
that
you
There's a
just
lot
year,
of
watched
people
Kyrie
that
get
can win a
swept in the
championship.
playoffs KG last year. You watched him literally get swept
Y'all
doing
let
that.
No Panic come here and bait
Yo,
y'all like this.
You
That's
just
crazy.
watched him
no panic.
underperform.
last
Watch
year,
him perform.
last
You
year
He
Kyrie
had
you
was
to
not
play
the
like
problem.
in
In
season.
the playoffs, Kyrie was not the problem last year. That was KD.
How was
bro.
he not the problem? He
Oh,
dropped 11
Fellas,
twice.
Hold on.
fellas.
Let's get Rave in the
All
mix.
right.
Hold on.
Can I
Come
chime
on.
in?
You
All
say
right,
he
man.
wasn't the problem. He was the
No,
problem.
look at
Yeah,
the
hold on,
entire
hold on,
Can I
series.
chime in?
Listen,
KD and him playing up the
guys.
ball.
God,
KG was dropping 39. What are you talking about?
Chris.
Last year in the playoff, last year, bro. Listen,
No
I'm about to
Panic,
KD was
pull up
dropping
please.
39. Kyrie was dropping 11. What are we talking about?
Quiz. No Panic, please. You got Raven.
Oh, go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead, Chairman.
All right. So, I hear everybody's point. I actually have no disagreements. My biggest issue with stars when they come together, the biggest question that I'm not listening from any of you guys' mouths is, does it truly work? Yeah, they're nasty. Luka can do this, Kyrie can do that. Kyrie might be better than Luka, Luka might be better than Kyrie, whatever the question is. The biggest question, does it work? Because winning and losing is very, very important, because winning gives the champions, they get the rings, they get the conference finals wins, they get the playoff wins. So winning is important, but there's guys like Damian Lillard and Charles Barkley who, they never won, but, you got to respect them for their loyalty and all things they've done. Now, I hate to break you guys' news to you. Kyrie came to the Mavericks and they was winning. Luka was not playing. The last two games, this is where Luka and Kyrie has played together so far. They've lost 2 in a row. They lost to the Kings, and they lost to the Timberwolves. Trash and trash. You're not going to tell me cold.
The Kings are third in the West.
Kings not trash, not this year. Kings not trash.
Hold on, that's their first 2 games together, Ray.
Exactly.
But Kings are not trash though.
Hold on.
And Barkley is not loyal.
Wow, Dex, you gotta play the music. They have a lot of episodes tonight.
Yeah, Ray, you come in
Kings and
sneaking up.
trash.
Listen, Kyrie better than Luka. I said
Your take was all right until you got to that part. You just killed yourself at the end.
And remember, they play the Kings back to
Yep,
back
I'm sick
night.
of
They
it.
beat them one night. And
Thank
lose
you,
the next
thank you,
night.
Dex.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Okay.
Tired of it.
Okay.
That music is beating Ray.
Okay, Ray, I think you need a
Hey, and
second
listen.
chance of making a first impression.
Hey, listen, and then when y'all were talking about the playoffs with Kyrie dropped 39 in game 1.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
Charles Barkley was
I don't care
loyal.
that the Kings are the third conference.
What did he say?
He said Charles Barkley was loyal.
Whoa.
Number 3.
Charles Barkley.
I mean, team Charles Barkley being on trying to chase a ring.
Hey, that's
Hey, listen, and King had-
He said the Kings are sorry.
They are sorry.
Hey,
You
Charles
can't be sorry
Barkley
in number 3.
Charles Barkley only played for 3 teams, bro.
I'm asking you a question, bro. I'm asking you
But he was
How many
chasing the
teams-
ring though.
How many teams LeBron played for?
Whoa.
3.
They're number 3. That part is true.
I count the Cavaliers as 2 teams.
No, you can't do that.
But that's so
That's the team that drafted him.
That's so easy to say that.
And he left and came back. It's 2 teams.
And he won a ring with him. Barkley chased him, didn't win nothing.
Listen, listen. Kyrie Irving is better than
I'm
Luka
just saying,
Doncic.
Oh my God,
I'm saying.
I was just about to
Hey, Dex, you gotta keep playing that music,
Come
man.
to the goddamn table.
Let me finish. Listen. I know the Kings are number 3, but that's very, very.
Oh, we ever got a ring, man.
Man, they're gonna get smashed in the first round, Ray. You know it and I know it.
No, listen, let me finish.
Rave came in and chose violence.
No, hold up.
See, He was off to a good start. No, I have
But
a
boy,
point.
he had a
No, I'm
tragic
saying
game.
that. Yes, they're number 3, but that's easy to say when the Western Conference is spinning in circles. The Suns just made a trade for Kevin Durant. Lakers just made moves. These niggas is, what you mean? What? Huh?
Ain't no owls in here. Who you hooing?
The Western Conference is up in soul.
And listen.
Are you listening? Because there's a guy in the chat that's already listening and they're agreeing. You listen. Hold up, bro. Listen. Stop trying to make jokes.
Well, you have
I get it.
crazy
I get
as you,
it. They're
Ray.
number
Wow.
3.
Yeah, Ray have his fans. They loyal.
I get it. They're number 3. But ask yourselves, you got to look at the Western Conference right now. They're up in circles. They just made a trade. The Mavericks just made a trade for Kyrie.
The Kings ain't on no circle. The Kings are in
Bro,
third.
Suns
I don't
just
see the
came to
circle
the
with the
Suns.
Kings.
All I want to know
Yeah,
how
but when
many
you talk
teams
about
that
the Kings
suck
in third, you got to think about it. Even the
produce
Lakers
two
only
all-stars.
5 games away from third.
Oh, please let Ray
You
finish,
talking
please.
about them bottom feeders?
Oh,
Not the
he back being Ray bodyguard.
And another
No,
thing.
have some
Are you
decorum
really
here.
gonna listen?
I can't hear this.
And another thing,
Flight is funny,
are you
bro.
really gonna give Luka
The
Doncic
person
the
that
ball
is
over
hearing me where
Kyrie
I'm going
in the
could
clutch?
agree, but you
And
can't
another
let me
thing.
finish. Thank you,
Yo,
Back
flight
Dog.
is
Thank you,
funny,
Back Dog.
bro.
See, I appreciate the fucking chat because y'all niggas don't listen.
Oh, Ray was getting ready to go on one.
Listen to the
Oh shit!
In the chat.
chat to tell where I'm going.
It's
The
official.
Western Conference.
It's official.
That is so easy for the Kings to be at number 3 right now because the Western Conference are in circles right now. There are teams that about to start.
Yeah, the Kings are a joke.
Ooh, disco deck.
Oh my god!
The Kings ain't real, Ray. I don't believe in the Kings.
Chat, I know y'all see where I'm going from.
Wait a minute,
y'all
Flight. You
sleeping-
you
y'all
turn on the
sleeping on the
King?
Kings?
Hold on, listen.
Ray, I'm literally watching Ray.
Ray,
I'm watching the chat.
they're
Ray,
the
I
second
agree with
team,
you.
but they ain't about to do nothing in the playoffs.
Pelicans
Ray,
are
I agree with
from
you.
number 1 to number 10. Teams are making moves. Trades
Hey.
has happened. The Suns might go up because they just got KD.
The Kings
Ray
got
was
championship
losing.
pedigree.
I know the Kings. Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
Ray is
Ted,
losing it slowly but surely. He's losing.
Ted, did you say championship pedigree?
Is it crack or
That's what
I just heard it.
agree with you.
My God, Rave is coming unglued by the seams.
I swear to God, I put money on it. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
It's official. He's back.
By De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis.
I swear to
Neither
God,
of which was trash.
Rave trying to send himself to the pole house,
Hey,
trying to break the whole panel.
Yo, Rave is tweaking, bro.
Hey, listen, and Riv got a good point. Y'all just ain't trying to hear him. But he got a good point.
Wait a minute. No Panic is agreeing with Rave? Oh my God.
Cause like
Keep playing that music.
Oh my God. This is historical.
Yo, what is this?
the Western Conference separated by
Whose mic is that?
Nah, it's not mine.
That was my mic.
Somebody over there turned into EDM or something like that. It sounded like it was Swiss.
Yo, that's
Yeah, I turned up the mic a couple times. Playing some Swiss EDM in the background over there, Dex. What you find out you got a DJ?
Yeah, we gotta calm Rave down, man. Rave just erupted.
All right.
That's not the whole episode.
Okay, then. Okay. Rave is becoming y'all just said it yourselves. Kyrie and Luka is amazing and hard to stop. You just said that. And remember, they just lost 2 recently. They're going to get that chemistry up, and the Mavericks going to go up. The Suns got KD. They going to go up. I promise you, these Western Conference Pelicans just dropped from number 1 to number 10.
The Suns got who?
Y'all think
KD need a whole left leg.
I promise you, you're
Wait,
going
the Suns got who?
all y'all go me apologies. Watch this. And they're going to drop right back to
What?
10, and I'm going to laugh at y'all. Watch. I'm going to laugh at y'all, bro.
Something tells me that Rave don't like the Kings because of
the Chicago Bulls.
De'Aaron Fox.
Probably. And De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis.
Kings got championship pedigree.
No, it doesn't.
Come on, Ted, are you trolling?
And Sabonis are balling. They don't care about none of what
Isn't De'Aaron Fox an all-star this year?
Dex,
If not, he should
Dex, can you play the music? Ted just said, and I quote, that the Kings have championship pedigree.
Yo, bro,
Play the
they
music.
first of all, they coach just got a chip last year. How they don't have championship pedigree, man?
Let y'all know that.
They didn't go to a conference championship last year.
I'm trying to say, bro, they coach got a chip just last year.
Who is there? Oh,
Mike
you want
Brown.
Mike? Oh, Mike Brown. That's not championship pedigree because they got a championship coach.
Yes, it is. He's part of the team.
Dex, play the music.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Rave. I'm starting to
mark
Rave.
it down. Rave said, "Watch them teams start dropping when
The
these
coach ain't
teams
part of the
that
team, bro.
just made moves start gelling, and Pelicans get healthier again, and they
assistant coaches don't matter.
That's the head of the snake, my guy.
Assistant coaches don't matter.
Rave, you're
A lot of
you're
the
not
teams, Ray,
saying
that you're
this
talking about have issues.
predicated
The Warriors,
on the Lonzo Ball Darion Fox rivalry.
No, I'm good. No.
Interesting.
Kawhi Leonard is going.
They let Dex and everybody stand here.
Oh, you
everybody
looking at
knows-
that game? I'm looking at
everybody
Damian
knows-
Lillard try to come back against the Wizards.
Let me tell you something. Everybody knows Ray Kingdom.
It ain't gonna happen though.
Everybody knows Ray Kingdom sounds bad at first, but sounds beautiful later. Everybody.
So are you saying the
I promise
Sacramento
you,
Kings
I may
is
sound
the
crazy
Bulls
now.
of last season?
We don't know that, Rave. We do not know that about how beautiful you
End
sound.
of the
later.
season, and the Kings not in the playoffs. Then what we gonna be talking about?
Last year, Rave. Last year, I remember
Bro.
you was one of the people talking
Well,
about.
let me see. We got
Lonzo
what 50 some
Ball
games left.
He's basically saying the Kings are gonna drop from 3 to what? 11?
Well, hey,
That's
sir,
not-
if
that's
I
possible.
may ask you, hold on. If I may ask you, you just said
From
that.
3 to what?
Hold on,
What?
wait, everybody know
I
nobody say
don't
that.
think
Nobody
that
say
happened
that.
truthfully.
Hey, sir, nobody say that.
Answer that question. What they're gonna drop from 3 to what, bro?
Hey, sir, the guy that just said
limited
his
defense.
Kings will drop from 3 to 11.
No, I'm asking.
Sir, what is the Kings' record?
The Lakers are struggling. The
No,
Lakers might not
everybody
even
be
make
quiet,
the
everybody be
play-in.
quiet.
The Kings are 32 and 25. They're 32 and 25.
32.
Yeah, they're 7 games above 500.
So they are 25 losses,
Hey,
and
wait.
32 wins. So
Right.
they're barely above on their wins. Hope you know that.
Hey,
So they can drop
hey,
down.
wait.
Oh my gosh.
So the
Bro,
Suns,
you're-
hold on, wait. The Suns, who just
Okay.
got
Well, but
KD.
the Cle-
Hold on. So
Okay.
the Suns, who just got KD.
Okay.
32 and 27. Mavericks
Okay.
and Kyrie Irving.
KD isn't even playing right now.
He's 31 and
You don't even
20.
know
Once
what
you get
KD
to the
is.
KD need a whole left leg and a
Bro.
wrist.
Pelicans, who has been hurt.
Hey, Ray
And
Kendall.
new
The
hairline.
Cleveland Cavaliers are 37 and 22.
Nah, hold on, pause, man. He just said the Pelicans who just been hurt, but that's my point. What are they gonna do? You saying they're not gonna make the playoffs? Who are they gonna drop under? The Pelicans are gonna drop before the Kings
They're gonna
do.
make the shit. Yeah, I don't, man. Pelicans making the playoffs, bro.
If they make the playoffs,
No, I'm not saying they not. I just want to know
if they make
what
the
team is gonna drop from third. What team? There's like 27 games left in the season, bro. Like, what team is gonna drop from third to the 11th or 12th or 13th? Like,
Zero.
from
They had to
third?
have a mental
The
breakdown.
Bulls damn
A
near
mental
did it.
breakdown.
The Bulls better be glad the season ended because they probably would have been dropped out of the playoffs.
Now, if you say they're gonna drop to 7th or 8th, I'll probably roll with you. But you saying out of the playoffs? Come on, dog.
He's out of the playoffs.
Nah, not the Kings.
He's not telling you 11.
They
He's
just
just telling you
beat,
11.
didn't the Kings just beat somebody?
Hold on, wait. Out of the playoffs mean to me, I don't include the play-in. So yes, you can make it through the play-in because they got this little rule. In natural order, like it used to be back in the day, actual shit. You gotta be 1 through 7 or some shit, right?
But honestly,
1 through
Ray,
8. 1 through 8.
Yeah. My bad, yeah.
Man,
honestly,
listen.
Ray, anything that extends the
Nowadays,
King's season
you could be
is an upgrade.
and still make this
It's a blessing.
Bro,
Right.
if the Kings are gonna drop to the play-in, that means the Lakers are gonna move to first place.
And
Okay, Kings dropping to the play-in then.
they're gonna come.
Nah.
LeBron
That's all
gonna
I
come
can tell
all the way
you, bro.
back. They're gonna come all the way back and win the championship. Shit, that happens.
I'm only saying this because the people that are on the Suns' ass are the people. That's not sus.
In the chat.
It's the Suns' ass. I didn't say human, so that's not sus. No, that's not a pause. So, anyways, all the teams that's close. Hold up, all the teams that's close can easily win a game or two. They're above them already.
Bro.
So that's facts.
I'll give you one thing, Ray.
I'm just keeping it real. So they can drop down about 3-4 spots
after
over
the
2 or 3 losses.
Which team? Which team are you talking about?
The Suns
Kings?
can go above them. The Mavericks can go above, and the Clippers can go above
over the Suns. In the
Okay, and then, but that's
they
what
dropped
I'm
down
saying.
about 3 spots right there.
Okay, and then how much further could they drop after that? That's what I'm. You're all right.
I mean, can I predict the future? I'm not that so Raven.
No, bro.
Oh, man, Rave just won't behave.
All I'm saying to you is, all right, as long as you're saying that they're gonna make the playoffs regardless, then I'll roll with you. All right, they could drop down to 7.
Okay, so I'll give it to you.
The only thing I'm arguing is the fact that you said they're gonna drop out of the playoffs. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, I respect that.
Rave, you got a little hate for the Kings, huh?
They can
For real.
possibly make the playoffs.
Yeah, I like them Kings. What you got to get in the Kings?
They can get 6 or 7. You're right. I
got the word.
It's the
That's
Darian
all I'm
Fox
arguing with
dynamic.
you with, bro. I mean,
It's
other than
definitely
that,
the De'Aaron Fox
I
dynamic.
respect that. I'm just saying, don't put these guys on the head pedestal when niggas is still working on their shit, especially all the moves they just
But
made.
De'Aaron Fox has been playing like an all-star this year, though. He's been cooking.
Shout out to him. But it takes a team to win.
yes, it does. And
But
guess
the
what?
team's been cooking as well.
And it takes a
That's because people you're not listening. They're doing this while people are getting their shit together.
no, bro. No, they're doing this because they have an actual coach. That's what you're not giving Mike Brown his credit, bro. That man is coaching the shit out of that team, bro.
Listen, I don't you, Rave, but they have a bonus out there who's fire.
He's giving them schemes. He's getting the best out of De'Aaron Fox, that more so than any other coach could get out of him. He's definitely getting the best out of him, bro.
That's a pause.
It's not even
What
only.
you're saying is I agree. I ain't gonna cap. I'll give it to the Kings. They're doing their thing, like you said.
I feel like the Kings. Man.
I
Feel
was telling
like
these
them,
guys
man.
to
That's
drop down really, really fast.
I feel like the
On the
Kings.
teams that's behind him. I'll give it to you.
But the
Congratulations.
team Ravens is playing just as good as De'Aaron Fox has.
Who you looking at coming out of the West End, Rave?
For what, in the championship?
No, just
Golden
getting
State.
there.
But
They don't have to win.
End
Just
of the
get there.
season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see that.
Nah, you can't see. He's not that so Raven. He just said it.
Listen to me. I mean,
Should I say raging?
I mean, hold on.
He's not
I mean,
so raging.
I mean, the Nuggets are probably going to take this home. If they stay with it.
The Nuggets?
The Nuggets can take it
The
home.
Nuggets?
They can.
Going to the finals and winning it?
Jokic?
Hey, man.
If that happens, then I got him win.
Not the championship. He said who will come out at the East at the end of the day the rest of the season.
The West.
I mean, the West. The Suns are so far. They're probably going to make it. They have a commanding league on everybody.
I'm going with the Kings.
Yeah. But the reason why the Suns are dangerous is because you can't double team Booker no more.
Yeah.
Right, because you got big old 7 crazy Slim Reaper over there now.
Booker is not him.
Who Mike is that again, bro?
They barely double team him as it is.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that cares that. Okay.
I can just tell you
That's better.
that I may sound crazy now, but I sound better later. The day, and that's been a fact for a long time. Who's Mike is that?
Alphonse, is that you?
I'm muted my mic.
Yo, who's playing Pac-Man?
Who just muted last? That's that person. Whoever muted
I
last.
just muted my mic. It wasn't me. I just muted my mic. I just came back. It wasn't me.
My mic's been muted also.
My mic's been muted for the longest.
Okay, what's going now?
But I'm about to go off.
Oh, I think that's Panic. Panic, mute yourself.
Yeah, it might be somebody more panic. Yeah.
Yo, last person I seen there was no panic, but I think he just left.
Yeah, that's no panic. Yeah.
No panic.
Yeah,
maybe that's the reason why
I detected it was.
Maybe that's why he dropped off.
See, I knew his mic was messed up. I knew it was him.
Panic be with that voodoo shit. He down south with that voodoo shit.
He got bad takes and bad
He
mic.
living in Mississippi.
Bad takes and bad mic.
Listen, chat. He was just trying out his PS1. He's a new game.
PS1? That's like 15 years old.
I thought PS5. I think you better say PS5.
His
Right. That's right.
niggas trying to.
No Panic doing that rainbow surfing shit.
What's that game with the snake?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't got a PS5 yet. I still got the PS4, y'all. So I ain't gonna play
I just got a PS5
next
today.
year.
I just got a PS5 today.
Oh, you got some good money, man. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Save your
Man,
money.
what are them freaking them graveyard shifts?
That
Pick them
You
back
said
up
you bought a
again.
PS5 today?
Almost made me start saying, how do I?
Bought a PS5 today.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
I'm not. I got a PS5.
No,
Yeah, you gonna have the camera. Show.
If anybody wants some free money, play Marquez and Madden.
Yo, listen, I'm ready to back right now on Mortal Kombat. We can go on any systems, on PlayStation or Xbox. I set the cameras up right now. I want to bet some money on Mortal Kombat. Anybody want to take the challenge?
He gonna set the cameras up right now.
Flight listen. Flight is a Mortal Kombat. Flight is one of them. You see, Flight is a fighter. He's a gang. He's one of those fighter dudes.
Don't have him to go get Nico for like.
Flight been playing Mortal Kombat since 1995, man.
Ray,
Flight, I'm with you, man.
Listen, Ray.
I'll take on that challenge if you return the favor in 2K.
Ray,
you beat me before in 2K, right?
Nah, I never played.
Flight the type of person
that's
that's not good at no other games but fighting games.
Ain't none of y'all gonna fuck with me. All I gotta do is play a couple games in 2K. I will watch you.
You give me a chance to get my money back in 2K. We can.
Hey, Flight. You want to face me, Flight? Hey, Flight. You want to face me, Flight? Face me when
Kombat.
Hey, Flight. Face me when Street Fighter 6 drop.
Nah, I don't know how to play Street Fighter.
Oh, what? But you bought the. It's just like Mortal Kombat.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
It's just like Mortal Kombat, bro.
I don't like the analog fighting and all that shit.
But you analog fight in Mortal Kombat. You can't do that,
No,
Flight.
you play with the D-pad in Mortal Kombat.
No, Flight. You do D-pad and analog stick. Don't do that.
You
do analog and D. No. You one of them, Flight. D-pad. Fatality activated.
I keep playing with the
Flight do them easy.
analog sticks that get jammed.
No.
Flight got them easy fatalities on D-pad. Left, right, forward, under.
Roundhouse. He got the roundhouse. That's
right,
what he got.
The Liu, Ayo, I'm telling you, Flight's moveset is the Liu Kang underneath sweep kick. Just sweep kick to take half the health and then easy fatality.
Back
There's
forward.
No way Flight's that nice at Mortal Kombat. It's just no way.
I'm not the best in the world, but I mean, I'm alright. I could go steals. I could go get some.
Bro, Ayo, Ray, but why he do that? He said, I got a PS5. And why he said you lying?
I was messing with you. It was a joke.
You said why? It was like you're lying.
That's my bad. That's just some shit that be going on, around New York. You gotta
no, Flight. It was funny. I didn't take it as no. I didn't take it as no ill will.
It was meant to be a joke. It wasn't.
Oh no, it was funny though. No, Flight. It was funny. It was funny. I get the joke, but no, I told people that got a PS5. It's like, what? I just spent $200 on my girl today. Well, I just spent a band on my girl today, and I called her PS5. So. I got my Valentine's Day gift.
You got your PS5 for Valentine's Day?
Yes, sir.
He said she herself to a PS5.
So guess what, Mike?
Guess what? Were you able to get that at the store?
Actually, I have a plug at GameStop because my cousin. He at GameStop and he put me a PS5 to the side.
Oh shit!
Instead of giving him $500 for it, I gave him like $430. He put the rest of it on, and I just walked out with it.
You know what I paid for my PS5?
A band.
It close to it, about $970 something.
Did you go to the store or did you get it from the?
I bought it from a website called Macari.
Them niggas tax the hell out you.
You got some games with that?
Well, listen, the system came out on. See, it's crazy because I got it literally on my birthday. I bought it for around my birthday time. I forget was it a year ago, 2 years ago. But bottom line is, I had
2 years ago.
It came out in November. I had the PS5 in February.
Yeah.
So it came out in the end of November, whatever. I had it on in February, but I bought the Xbox Series X first.
That's what I got. The Xbox Series X.
Because I'm an Xbox dude, so I got the Series X on Black Friday. So it came out like a week before, and I bought it the week later on Black Friday. And then PS5. I actually got my Xbox from Best Buy. At PlayStation, it was hell on earth, to find it, and that was like I was getting it in the beginning stages, so you was hunting. Like for my PlayStation, my Xbox, me and my girl was up on these YouTube channels people who letting give you a notification when it drops so you could buy them. So like it was like even if you had the money, you couldn't get it. That was crazy.
Right, Flight. I got so mad, upset. I called my cousin, like, cuz, I know you got 16 PS5s in the store. I called, put me one to the side. It's like, I don't know if I can do that. What if I get fired? I'm like, don't worry about that. Just give me the PS5. Flight, I opened up the box. Flight, I opened up the box, plugged it in, turned it on. Flight, I almost shed a tear. Wow. It looked so beautiful on that loading screen.
I got to get back on my game stuff. I haven't been playing the way I should be. But
the next step, I got to get that Hogwarts game. That's the next step. I got to get that Hogwarts game.
They're coming out with a VR too.
What, a PS5 VR?
They shitted on people with the price. How much is that? Like $600-$700?
Well, you see, like the regular retail price, right, Flight, in the like GameStops and stuff, it was only $500. But people getting that for $500 and flipping it to make it like $700. Somebody spent $2,000 on a PS5.
That was when it first came out. People
Flight, that's now. People still dropping $2,000 for it now.
It's not even worth. It's not worth $2,000.
No.
Let me be the one to tell you that it's not.
They must got bad money to throw away and shit. Because right now I can get PS5 for $800. For $800, right now I can get PS5 for $800.
I just told myself I'm going to get it. I paid extra because I didn't want to hustle like I did, and the Xbox was easier to get, but the PlayStation is like a zoo. So I said, you know what, man, I'm not even going forward with the drops and all of that. I'm going to pay extra and get my shit mailed to my house next week. So that's exactly what I did. I went and said, "Wait, you got PS5 PlayStation at my house right now."
You got PS5?
Well, so I forgot what happened.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. You got a PS5?
It was like around I forgot.
Man, all that 2K content I be uploading, bro. You don't know that?
Bro, I mean, the graphics, the 2K graphics in that game is so good, you can't tell whether or not it's on PS4 or PS5. No cap. I'm just no cap.
I see the graphics, man. I see the graphics, man. The PS5 got the graphics, man. I was shocked.
The first game I downloaded today, I think it was, I had to download Mortal Kombat today. I had Mortal Kombat 11 on the disc. Put it in. Right. Flight. I put in, did a fatality on Scorpion on my big on the big TV with my surround cap. Man,
that was surround sound. You got surround sound.
I could just upload directly. I could upload directly to YouTube, and not even I could go live. Like let's say we play Mortal Kombat on PlayStation, I could just go live off my PlayStation. Like Xbox, you can't do that. But at my PlayStation, my YouTube is attached, but. I'm not into the streaming shit. I'm not that into it. I just haven't done it, but I think it's something there. I don't want to talk about that. I mean, there's a lot of ideas I could do with that streaming.
No cap, like that fatality on that PS5 just built differently. When I say that Scorpion head, break that in half, the blood in the brain looks so real. It's like
the blood in the brain.
It looks so real. It's so real. It's like DVD quality. It's like, yo, I could actually see that being in somebody's head and the brain falling out and the blood everywhere.
Those guys put a lot of effort into that game.
You ever want to get over a breakup or stop getting mad at the world? You play Mortal Kombat. You'll be good enough after a good 2 hours.
I was thinking about even coming out with content on that, but it's just I haven't got. I'm so like I got 100. I don't want to add too much, and then
you can't do all of it at one time and stuff. You gotta.
It's impossible. You can't do everything at one time. You only one person.
Unless you're 24 hours in a day, man.
I got a job, so I can't just. If I have a job, I'll just sit here and just go. But
if you was working from home, yeah, then you would be in the mix.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working from home. And it's
you working from home?
Well, hopefully I get fired and then I can work from home. That'll be the plan.
Hopefully I get fired. Oh no!
If I get fired, I ain't even gonna trip. I'm about to try this working from home shit for a
Bro,
second.
I'm a customer service rep for Amazon, bro. I only spend like 4 hours at most, but I take nonstop calls, so I just do enough for my stuff, and I leave. No,
C rep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that C rep is the reason why I got that PS5. So shout out to Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, fight Amazon.
You get that Amazon money.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's a job that a lot of people was talking about when as a driver. You don't gotta have a CDL. To drive their cars.
Right, because my cousin on my mama's side, and down there in Miami, he be doing CDL work for Amazon.
Yeah,
that's for the 18-wheelers.
Yeah. Or heck, you even work at the warehouse for a couple hours.
You don't need a CDL to drive their little van.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So
that little van that you drive around during deliveries, you don't need to do that.
Interesting. Amazon. I don't know how their shit is now.
It's still the same. It's nothing different, but now it's like more like online based because they got the whole POC situation and stuff there. So
another thing, people, if you got a Panda Express in your area, go work at Panda Express.
Facts.
I used to work at Panda Express when I was younger. That job is start you off good pay. Like you might start off at like close to $15 an hour. You're gonna work good hours. They give you health benefits, all kind of shit. So that's actually a low key job. That's decent.
Also, it's not hard to do.
Jobs that's decent and it's not McDonald's.
Right.
Right.
And it's not that hard to do. You're simply just making a bowl or a plate, and then you.
Shit, hell if it ain't. So I used to work there. You got to cut vegetables, all kind of shit. Wash dishes.
Like we're trying to sell them. We're not trying to give them all the bad stuff either. You're losing the customer that way.
You're gonna be working runaway slave. No, I'm like, what? Work your ass half the day.
Hey, Flight, y'all remember I used to work at the gas station before, right? I used to work in the graveyard shifts.
I know they was working your ass half the day at the gas station.
Bro, listen to me, bro. Listen, this is how I got fired. So I'm over here, and this dude is asking me for the lottery ticket, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, he OD with it, Flight. This nigga asked for 50 lottery tickets.
But he trying to hit something.
Flight. $50, listen to me, Flight. It's one thing, Flight, if you ask for 50 lottery tickets and it's two niggas there. You ask for 50 to 60 lottery tickets, and I'm the only nigga in the store.
Man, he trying to hit. He trying to win.
I said, sir, give me a minute. Flight, I get to 50, I get to 59, right? I pull up the 60th lottery ticket, right? I gave it to him all correctly. This nigga did not even have the money to buy for all of them damn lottery tickets. Flight, I cussed him out so bad, Flight, I got fired.
Yeah, they're bugging with that.
No, they bugging. I'm like, come on, man. I told the manager, come on, manager. Is you serious? How would you feel, manager? This is the last customer you got to take before you're off your shift. And you get 60 lottery tickets ready for it to go. And this goofy don't even have the money to pay for it.
Wow.
Working me like a slave, Flight. Working like a slave.
Yeah, I seen people spend $100, $150 on tickets, man, trying to hit, bro.
That extra $200, bro, wasn't worth it.
That dude was trying to hit something. That's what people be doing. Who they real players.
It's different though. It's different though, Flight, because you down there in that country. It's hot. It's humid. I gotta go out and take out this trash, sweep out the parking lot. This nigga over here wants 60 lottery tickets.
I used to work at Wendy's when I was in New York. This was years.
Wendy's is a tough place to work, bro. They cook too much shit, bro.
Everybody worked at Wendy's before.
Wow, Wendy's is tough in New York? I didn't know that.
They cook too much shit, man. It's like
They cook a lot. He said cook too much.
For real,
The
bro.
Wendy's had me out there scrubbing and sweeping the parking lots. That was wild.
What? That's all you had to do, Flight, or was you cooking too?
I mean, no, I was at the register when I was working at Wendy's. Hold on, we got Mark. Well, I was young. I was like in high school when I was working at Wendy's. Who's Mark? We got a new guy just rolled in here.
Yo, Mark.
I don't know who he is.
Yo, Mark.
That's kind of ironic considering how both our names are. Hey, yo, Mark.
You got. I might kick him out.
All right. I just want to give him the opportunity, you know.
Yeah, good.
But nah, Ted. I gotta ask Flight and Ted this question. Hey, Flight, Long Island.
Crazy. Yo, you read what Rap God Reloaded just said?
It just popped up on the screen. I'm not gonna. Let's not address it.
What you about to say about Long Island?
I was gonna say, Flight. Do you do chopped cheeses down there in Long Island?
Chopped cheese is a tourist thing. I never had chopped cheese when I was growing up as a kid. We never had those sandwiches. That shit is some new shit that started popping off late by tourists. You know, that come there. You know, I grew up on bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, but hot butter rolls. You feel me?
What about the Flight? What about the Chinese restaurants?
Of course. Are you kidding me? General Tso's chicken, pork fried. This one I used to eat pork. I was getting pork fried rice. You know, I used to get rib tips, boneless spare ribs. I used to get it in with the Chinese food.
Hey, yo, Rap God Reloaded. A chopped cheese is basically a Philly cheesesteak.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
There's
it's
no way
not.
you can tell.
It's a hamburger chopped up.
It's a cheeseburger chopped up, bro. Like, what the heck? He said
a Philly cheesesteak is what? A cheeseburger chopped up.
No,
everybody
it's not.
knows that. Yes, it is.
That's different meat, bro. That's steak. You talking one is ground beef, one is steak, bro.
So wait, hold on. A chopped cheese is actually, this is my first time. No, I'm trolling. I was trolling a little bit, but this is a chopped cheese is actually a hamburger.
Yeah, literally, hamburger meat is ground beef just chopped the hell up.
Then why do you call it a chopped cheese?
I don't, bro.
I get it. It's a chopped cheeseburger, chopped cheese. Because New York people ain't original.
Yo, that's a tourist sandwich. Like I don't know how old you are, Ted, but was chopped cheese popping like years and years ago?
Chopped cheese always been around, man.
Well, chopped cheese. I mean, it wasn't ringing bells like this. I think this sandwich popped off like I would say about 10 years ago.
Well, it might be an age difference between the two.
I know when I was growing up, I never heard of no chopped cheese. Niggas were not talking no chopped cheese, man. Even in New York, I don't know nobody who was ordering chopped cheese sandwiches.
Nah, chopped cheese been around, man.
I gotta do.
Yo, whose mic is that?
I don't know much. I don't know.
It just became more popular. That's all it is.
Right. Yeah, it probably was something that was, quietly, niggas was fucking with, but
nah, not this.
You ain't know much about it. Now it's through Hollywood.
I'm from Florida.
Hold on. We got this guy Mark in the bell. I'm sorry because I don't like getting off the mic when I don't know who. See, I know who y'all are.
Right?
So it's like these guys. Who's Mark? Mark. Yeah, he laughed. Okay, because these guys will come on here and start saying craziness,
Right. You're like, whoa.
I gotta be monitoring new guys at all times.
Nah.
Hey, my mic's still acting up.
You good?
Nah, no panic. You're good now. You good, bro.
You got a vent.
Nah, but the food be good though in New York. Though. I ain't gonna lie. Dominican food, Jamaican food, there's all kinds of shit. Man.
Flight, no cap flight.
Yo,
what's
up? Halal food is taking over.
See, I gotta get more up on the halal. I fuck with it, but
no cap flight. See, I'm from Miami. You know what I'm saying? So down in Miami, in the popping spots, it's only two group of people down there in Miami. You know what I'm saying, Ted? And the flight is the Haitians.
Well, damn, I thought you were from New York.
No, I'm from Florida.
Nah, you from Florida. I thought you was from New York.
Nah.
His family, man.
I got some family up there though. Like my mama's like cousins are up from New York. So I got fam up there, but we're not. I'm a Florida dude, so
yeah.
I know Marquez's whole history, bro. Marquez is a New York fan because of his pops, man.
Like, right.
That's how you know I listen. I probably listen too damn much.
But nah, all they got down there in Florida is legit the curry goat, the calamari, and my favorite. I think this is a Florida staple, bro. You gotta get them nice big blue crab legs, bro. The fattest crab legs
That ain't
coming
no
out of
Florida
Florida.
thing. That's a
Excuse?
South thing.
You said
Come
that's a
on.
South thing.
What do you
Crab
mean?
legs.
That's
I
a
know how
South
to crab.
thing. I live in the South too. I've been all over this motherfucker. Like blue crab is a South thing. Should I
Right,
live?
but
I live at a
We
like
had
blue
when I was
crab.
growing up in New York, they had the blue crabs. I mean, it was a special thing. I don't
But
like
see,
the
but
blue
there's
crabs
a
now
difference,
no
like
more.
because I don't know how y'all crab legs are down there. I know y'all sometimes y'all stuff be more fresher than ours. We have to get ours from the store.
Hell no, it'd be more
No
salt
panic.
fresh in the South.
Yo, no panic. You ever ate iguana?
Huh?
You ever ate iguana?
Right.
Iguana, no.
Man, iguana tastes
I
like
never had
chicken,
no
bro.
iguana.
That
I
definitely a
never had no
Florida thing
iguana.
there.
Bro, iguana
Yeah,
tastes like chicken, bro.
Florida thing.
Tastes like
That's a
chicken
Florida
nuggets.
thing, man. Shit.
Wait, I cannot
You
believe
know,
I just said that. Forget I said that.
iguana. I never had no iguana. That's the down south stuff, man. We ain't had no stuff up here down in Chicago.
That's
Shit.
Come on, man. Iguana, bro. Iguana tastes like
That's
iguana
that
tastes like
Florida
crab
shit. Like
legs.
shit like that is Florida shit. The more food, the more have fucking
Right.
gators for pets.
Alligators and people eat alligators too. All that. Hey, Marquez, you ever ate an alligator before, bro? You ever had an alligator before?
I've had alligator. I've had
Oh, shit.
frog
Okay.
leg,
Okay.
iguana.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Okay.
sometimes we had crawfish. We eat almost every fucking seafood except for the puffer fish.
And
Damn near.
he probably eats snake and all that.
No, we don't. No, we
they eat
don't
a lot of
smack. No,
seafood and
no,
shit
no,
like
no,
that,
no,
some
no,
dead
Ted.
meat
That's
and
more the
shit like that.
Kissimmee. That's more the country area, like the Kissimmees of the world and the Okeechobes.
Crazy.
Fuck, I hate
Never eat a,
Okeechobee with a passion. Hate them
never eat
country
a
niggas,
snake in
man.
my life, bro. You wildin'.
What do you, nigga?
Snake
That's
would eat me
bro. That's
before
a
I'll ever eat
that
it.
Ted. That's from. It's a part of Florida, yes, but that's the country niggas. You know what I'm saying? The Okeechobee people eat
They
that. We
too
don't eat
country,
python.
bro.
You talking about Kissimmee in Orlando? That's damn country.
It's country to us. No,
Where you at? Talking about
Okeechobee.
Miami?
Yes, Okeechobee is like
You in
Orlando. Listen, Orlando is like suburb, but Okeechobee, you don't know where Okeechobee is. Okeechobee and Spring Hill is deep in the country.
Orlando's more like touristy and all that.
Right, but Okeechobee is deep in the woods.
Yeah, maybe that part, but I mean
Tell you that.
that's still Florida. Like damn, I mean it's a south to you. I see what you're saying.
Right, it's like as soon as you get past Orlando, once you go past Orlando, it's considered a country up there. From Orlando down to Miami, it's the tourist thing.
You ever ate a
So
mongoose?
it's like, what you said?
You ever ate a mongoose?
No, that's like Jacksonville's also there too.
Keeping the rules type stuff on.
Hey, listen,
Nah,
I don't know
mongoose.
nobody eat iguana and mongoose and shit like that. I just
Nah,
say it's a Florida thing because I know we don't eat
mongoose.
them out here.
Mongoose is crazy. No, we never had mongoose.
Eat a mongoose, bro.
Down there in Miami, we like piranhas and stuff. The piranhas, they come up to like Miami, like in the summertime when it gets hot because they try to migrate. So niggas be catching piranhas, right? Fillet them the bitches, season them like catfish, and eat that bitch. No cap.
You fuck with some catfish now. Catfish, deer meat.
I seen some people eat some
Deer
brain.
meat. I ain't never had
You know,
deer, bro.
Eat some what?
See, I said, where I from, like that shit country.
I seen people eat brain before, bro. Brain. I said, bro. I said, hell.
What?
So how can you eat that shit?
That motherfucker, we on a
Twin,
farm,
Kissimmee is
motherfucker.
Mississippi. I'm in Okeechobee, twin. I'm in Okeechobee.
No, I mean, like I said, most of like Florida's a panhandle. Like y'all boys are damn, y'all surrounded by three sides of water, so it's like everything gonna be either seafood or something related to the damn coast.
Yeah, like we
That's
don't
like
really...
when all seafood will usually be a little better because everything kind of come from this side of the damn country. Like all ports being near the water and all that shit. There, so that boy
like do the math,
like,
no pan. I don't know where you from, but
secondhand shit.
No pan. Where you from?
South Carolina.
Oh yeah, all the seafood and stuff. From all Carolinas get the fresh seafood before anybody else really do anyway. But Florida, we like the last person to really get any fresh seafood because we're so far down. really like the last thing. And then next to it, like you said, is water and water and water.
Yeah, like everywhere is a beach to y'all, boy. Everything is on the water to y'all. Like we
We're
got
also
inlands and
we're
shit. Y'all
also
ain't
the
really got
closest.
inland.
I think on the map, I think we're also closest to like the like I think what's it called? What's the? We're also kind of near Honduras. When you come
Yeah.
when you get close to that area of the park.
Yeah, to go to
Kind of,
Dominican Republic, everybody leave from Miami or Fort Lauderdale Airport.
yeah,
Yeah, y'all right in there.
Puerto
Y'all like
Rico
y'all
too.
across the water from all that shit.
Puerto Rico too. We're the
Hawaii
only way
too.
Yeah.
across the waterway.
Like
Hawaii.
everybody look at Miami and all that for just Miami, but it's like shit. You got a passport, boy. Everywhere you go down, you get everywhere on that side of things from Miami.
But no cap though, no cap though. Like majority of us from Florida, right? I don't care if you're Haitian, I don't care if you're Cuban or not. The Haitian will be eating the Cuban food just as much as the Cubans would do.
Yeah.
It's like it's you know what I mean? And the Cubans would come over
Cause
to
it's
the
just like
Haitian
with us,
side,
like we
and
eat
they would eat
Chinese food a lot down here. So with y'all, boy, like Cuban food is kind of y'all boy Chinese food.
no. I mean, no. It's not it's more like the Cuban food is kind of more like how you know how the burger spots are for certain parts of the world? It's kind of like the burger spot for us.
Cuban food like
I
Mexican,
mean,
bro.
said Chinese place like the burger spot for us.
Exactly. So it's like,
Yeah.
yo, rap God is stupid. He got a point though. Living in Miami is basically like New York and LA put together. It's like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
part, one part,
Cause
bro.
nobody
Bro,
really
you go to
from there.
Miami Beach, right? And you over there chilling. You turn up. Going to Miami Beach is like going down there to Venice, and you turn up playing like basketball and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You go past like the Bronx, like New York got the Bronx, right? Nigga, we got Tampa, which is just as dirty as the Bronx. If you want to talk about dirty, them Tampa niggas make me sick. So
Tampa
what?
kind of, I mean, depending on what part you go at, Tampa kind
I've
of
been in
straight.
Tampa. Tampa loose, man.
That loose, the women around there loose, ain't they? He
Yeah,
said, yeah, I
But the
bet.
similarities I see between like New York and Miami and LA is
Also,
you got a good mix of people from all over the fucking world living there. So you
also,
can't. It's hard to find original people from there. Like you go to New York, like unless it's somebody you know, of course, you can bump into somebody from Germany living in New York, shit like that, and that'll be like normal. Same thing with Miami, same thing with LA. Like you come down
mhm,
here, 90% of the people you run into gonna be from down here.
like also how New York got like five, all connected by like five boroughs, right? We're connected by like three, like four big cities, right?
Yeah, same thing.
You know, same thing in a sense. You know, we got the Orlando, Kissimmee,
Yeah,
kind of the suburb area. Once you go past that, you kind of got the Jacksonville, the Duval
yeah,
County, which
yeah.
is kind of like the projects,
Jackson.
the hood still.
Yeah,
Then you got Tampa, which is even more projects and hood,
yeah. Like I had like 3 hours
realistically,
from Jacksonville.
right? And then you got Miami, which is like the New York and LA. Niggas come to Miami all the time. Because Tampa, Orlando, and Jacksonville, it's only 3 or 4 hours away from each other.
Yeah,
3 hours here, I could be in. It's not like New York though. We're like 3 or 4 hours apart. New York is like one street, and then you're in a different part. Am I
Not
lying,
really.
Ted?
Nah, not really. Well,
It's not.
you talking about the boroughs?
It's not the boroughs. I heard it was
Nah,
like a street apart. Like you can't tell.
nah. To get to the Bronx, you got to cross the bridge, bro.
Get across the
Oh,
bridge,
so
ain't that
so so
or,
it's
or
crossed. So you
Manhattan?
guys have like different monuments that
Yeah,
are like staples in different boroughs.
yeah. To
Like
get,
one borough got Coney Island in it, right?
yeah, that's Brooklyn. But to
Okay,
get to
so
Staten Island, you got to cross the bridge. To get to the Bronx, you got to go through. I mean, you don't have to, but the right way, you would have to go through the city.
is it the Statue of Liberty near Staten Island?
Yeah, it's in between the city and Staten Island.
Okay,
You shouldn't. You
I'm
shouldn't
just
mess.
saying like I'm not trying to be that guy, but you got certain like New York monuments that kind of connect. If you don't know nothing else, you know, okay, the Statue of Liberty is near the Staten Island area, right? Or the Brooklyn Bridge is near That's Brooklyn. You know,
Well, the Brooklyn Bridge connects Brooklyn to Manhattan.
really. What
Manhattan.
about Bed-Stuy? Is that a borough or is that a borough? Is that a city within a
Nah,
borough?
that's the inner borough. Yeah.
It's an inner. A what? You just blew my mind. What?
Interborough. It's so it's a
Bro, y'all got so
location.
many, bro. Y'all got
No,
so many cities.
it's a
Interborough. That's crazy.
location. No, put it like this. It's a location in Brooklyn. Just put it like that.
Oh, so it's like it's a city within the city.
No, it's not a city at all.
Okay, it's a neighborhood within the borough.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
Good. Yo, because I watch. Yo, I didn't know. I didn't know. Like somebody got mad at me. Like I got so many cousins from New York, and they be getting mad at me sometimes. They be
You're
like,
in
"Bro,
Orlando, right? You're in Orlando, right?
I'm in Miami."
Oh, you're in Miami now.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm
You
like
in Miami or you in Fort Lauderdale? 'Cause y'all be capping like y'all be in Miami.
no. My grandparents, my family, they in Fort Lauderdale, but me, I'm living with my cousin in Miami. So I'm in Miami.
So you see, like how you got Miami Springs and West Miami.
Yeah, you got Miami Springs, West Miami. Just how you got Fort Lauderdale. Just how you got Plantation.
Well, Cash, you at the beach every day, ain't you, man? I bet you be at the beach every day. I will too if I was in Miami, though. I don't blame you.
Nah, hey yo, California, all that's kind of like hype because you really gotta like the beaches in Miami, no cap. You gotta go on the Cuban side, which is all the tourist attractions are at before you can even get to the beach. You don't.
Gotta go on the coast.
You like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, we're like near a beach. No, we got to drive through the Cuban spots and then we get to the beach.
Yeah, you gotta get to the coast. It's not like
Basically,
the beach is not like in the middle of the fucking in the
it's
middle
not in
of
the middle of
Florida.
the
It's on the
city.
edge. Yeah,
See,
it's on
California,
the
that's where you're wrong. That's like me going to New York and saying the Statue of Liberty is in the middle of New York, or the Met. What's the biggest tower in New York? The skies.
damn, bro.
Hi.
Yeah,
What's that big
I mean,
ass building you got in New York? I don't know.
That's a new
oh,
building.
you
That's
talk,
what I can't.
you talk, what's the big new building? I forgot what they call it. So
The Eiffel Tower is the
No,
Empire State
that's
Building.
in France, bro. Yeah, no, the
I mean,
Empire
but say
State.
when it comes to Miami Beach, that shit just one long ass coast. Like once you in that area, like you kind of it's like everything on that scene. You can take the same rule from one side of the beach to the other side. It's gonna take a long time, but that's all it does. And then when you go more inland, that's where you like Fort Lauderdale,
I'm gonna
Hollywood,
tell you this.
Broward County, and all that shit. There.
I'm gonna tell you this. No panic and talented and Cavani, right? Right there. Say you got Miami Beach right there, right? I could get on a jet ski, right? Going across that same Miami Beach coast, right? Get to a place called Parrot Island. Parrot Island is the little island between Miami Beach and Tampa, right? So I could realistically go on that jet ski and go all the way to Tampa without never having to go through a street. I can just take the coast.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes a lot
I'm
of
saying
sense.
like you can literally go from damn Miami Beach, just jump on a jet ski. I mean, shit, I don't know how safe and legal this is, but you can
It's
literally
illegal.
go to
You
another
can't do that.
country.
It's illegal. It's illegal.
You dead ass can go to
Just,
another
just,
country.
just don't get caught. You can do it, just don't get caught. Like basically.
Yeah,
yeah.
I tell you that they right there by like Honduras and Puerto Rico and all them that Dominican Republic a little further out, like but right there.
Hell, we can even you can get to Hawaii coming from Miami Beach by on a plane for a couple hours.
Oh yeah, by
Honolulu,
plane,
yeah, Hawaii, yeah.
Cuba is
Testing,
right at.
testing. Is that my mic doing that? Testing.
We doing.
Cuba's on the back of y'all, right on the bottom of y'all, I should say.
Don't do that.
And what's so funny?
They told me
Jamaica's on the other side of that shit.
I've been to Daytona Beach, Florida, man, before, and I stayed out there for
like how like talented you can speak on this because you from New York. You know how you got Jamaica Queens, right? In New York, we got Plantation, and Plantations where all the Haitians. That's basically where all the Haitians come from. Unless you're Kodak and your family got some type of money, and you're up there in Pompano.
There's some type of money. Pompano ain't no some type of money. Them shit down look like a low
They
head
got
down
money.
by itself.
Shit.
Hey, listen, but
Them
you,
shit
hey,
down,
listen,
I'm down too.
I used
unstoppable.
to live.
Hey,
That's
no
where I
panic,
used to live.
no panic. I'm saying in Pompano looks way better. No, seriously. Coming from people who got family in plantations and like in the city like plantation, Pompano is a way better looking city than Plantation. Because Plantation, and again, Plantation and Fort Lauderdale is basically one big city by itself.
But that's what. But think about it. You look how close it is to actual infrastructure, a good built infrastructure city.
Yeah.
Compared to Plantation, I don't know what that is, but I mean, so I know I done been to Pompano. Like Pompano ain't glitz
You
and
been to Fort
glammy and shit like
Lauderdale?
that.
You been to Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I've been all over that motherfucker. I've been
Oh,
everywhere in
so
Florida that you can possibly name.
So when you go, you know how you go deep in Fort Lauderdale? You know the little orange apartments sometimes you see?
Now, when you about to talk
When
about
you
like details, now I can't tell you
no,
details.
well, not details, but say you coming down deep into Fort Lauderdale, right? Say there's a corner store, right?
Right.
There's one big stoplight. It's like right in the middle of Fort Lauderdale. If you take it straight through, it's gonna take you straight through Plantation. Because in Plantation, that's where the swap shops are. We go see the movies and stuff.
Yeah, like some areas more poor than the other. Like, I get what you're saying, but Pompano ain't really no.
It's nothing compared to every
I mean,
part of
well, I
the
see what you're
world.
saying. Compare, I can
Right,
understand
but
that.
that's like you live in Tampa and then you go to Orlando. It's a completely different experience.
Mm-hmm. On God. You ain't telling no lie.
Like you go to Tampa, everything's broken, the roads messed up.
That shit get hood, bro.
Nigga, you call the cops take their sweet time.
I mean, I say it depends on what part of Tampa you talking
Yo,
about. 'Cause I mean,
Pompano,
Tampa
like,
got some.
I mean, Tampa get like Brooklyn, bro, like the Bronx and shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas rob your ass,
So
man.
Ted, you understand what I mean by I say that Tampa is the Bronx of Florida.
Yeah, you gotta lock your doors type shit.
Nigga, you say you from Tampa, I gotta wear my black Air Forces and only stay 30 feet away from you. They
You
grimy
better
out
have a
there, bro.
gun. Well, boy, I know where I'm going, bro. If I know certain places, I'm taking the gun with me just from being from Chicago, places like that. Have my gun on me, bro. Fuck all that shit.
I'm
man.
telling you. Think of the craziest. Listen. Think of the craziest place in Chicago, right? Right. Now add some. Listen. Now add more intelligence onto that, and you got Tampa.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, Kafani, it's different when people are coming after you
Listen,
and they don't know what they're doing. When they're coming after you and they know what they're doing.
Tampa ain't. It's certain places maybe, but Tampa ain't what I mean. Shit,
Bro, there's Cross Fletcher. There's New Tampa. Don't get me started over them crazy boys over there by Copeland Park. Then you got Seffer
Tampa
Hills.
remind me of being in Jacksonville to a certain extent. Like it got these low places. It got these places.
Hey, Ted. You know how the Bronx got their little itty bitty gangs? Nigga, Tampa is so ratchet, bro. They got little itty bitty gangs in different school districts. You got the New Tampa, the suburb niggas. Then you got the freaking Middleton niggas, which is the Cross Fletcher, Copeland Park type dudes, right? Then you got the grimy niggas in the mall. The niggas over there on 34th and Delua. Them niggas coming out the mud. Them Delua niggas over there breaking into people's cars, stealing food out the garbage can.
Hey, so toxic. That's what new name, Toxic T. You think LeBron down past Jordan up?
In my opinion,
yeah.
Honestly, like I will say this, he went. It's a personal opinion for me, because my father showed me videos growing up of Michael Jordan. Like, so when I say that Michael Jordan is a thing for me, is because I was taught the game because of Michael Jordan. And it also holds more, like experience and sentimental stuff to me, because that's a thing I can rely on, and it reminds me of my father. You know what I mean? On that aspect of it.
Yo.
But if you take what?
Stats don't help you pass Michael Jordan, bro.
Right.
the
That's what I'm
problem.
saying.
People keep
Like,
thinking it's stats, bro. Like y'all
but it's
need
a
to get out
feeling
of here
though.
with that, bro. It's
Like, it's a
a
feeling.
thank you, dog. You gotta understand what that man has done, bro. Like
Like, listen to me,
people,
listen to me. When I was a
it,
kid,
bro.
right? Ted, this is how far when I was a kid, right? Every time my dad lost a bet, right? My uncles and my aunties would play a Michael Jordan game versus the Knicks, and he couldn't react to it.
Bro.
When I saw my dad almost trying to throw the remote into the TV screen, I'm like, I gotta pay attention to this dude. If somebody can make you act like that, where you want to break your stuff, that guy's a different monster when it comes to like a sports rise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we about to get up out of here. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow.
You already, Flight.
Love. Peace
All
and
right,
love to all
y'all.
y'all. Man.
See
y'all tomorrow.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.